Okay, we are back again. We are amidst a nice little hailstorm at the moment on my end. So if you hear any rattling and thunder going on, that's what's happening in the background. It's interesting sound effects we're having here. So pardons if you hear that going on, but nothing I can do about it. And it's supposed to pass over fairly quickly and be gone shortly, so we should be fine.
Now, there isn't a storm going on in your background. It's Waterdeep getting into some real serious trouble.
Probably so. There was quite a lot of hail breaking loose in the story, too. So we'll see what is going to go on here.
All hail is breaking loose.
Hail, hail, the gang's all here. All right, so then. And why is my video showing that green box? Oh, well. Let me try one more time on this because I want to try to get that to disappear.
Now, I know you told me previously I have a new bear token. Would you like me to delete my old bear token?
Yeah, if you can delete it. Yeah, if it's on there, delete it. I didn't see it, so I don't know where it is. I just saw Barris, the one that I put on there. So anyway, you have a bear token. So where we were, I'm going to swap back here to what they're looking at so you can see. They were at the Castellanter party from hell, waiting for it to load. And Epiphany started things off with a bit of a bang by getting everybody all in an uproar, managed to save a bunch of people, which over time will determine what effect that has on everything, because they now know there are a lot of issues going on with saving people. There's some good and there's some bad. And in the middle of everything, Rel decided, I'm just going to cut loose with a fireball. So he incinerated a bunch of the inside of the house. So there's char marks on the wall and a lot of dead people from the...
No, not incinerated, electrocuted. There's a difference.
So...
I still say that wasn't a bad idea, too.
Look, five people who are probably gonna die anyway, measured against getting half of our enemies down to half health. No,
very practical, man.
Right.
Plus they're only NPCs.
Right.
Okay, now who's the villain?
We find your line of thought disturbing.
We don't need these guys. We don't know them.
I find you disturbing.
So, as all of this scramble and fight and just furor is going on the main level of the manor, Epiphany ran back, caught up with Amalia and the two children, found out a few things about what was going on with all these deaths they were trying to do. He has now headed back. The NPCs in this are assistants for the players. They can use the various faction leaders as sort of extra legendary actions that their players can take. Lynn's swapping to her regular computer, so she'll be back in a moment. There we go. So he is now headed back trying to join the group. And meanwhile, the shepherd apparently kind of abandoned everybody, headed directly do not pass go for the passage that heads down into the temple, which is underneath the manor. And he has left the group behind as they were trying to take on this enormous group that was...
Wouldn't be the first time.
Right. So there's all kinds of things going on with that. I'm going to take a couple of tokens I can see off of this, because they are not there. All right. So the group of you are fighting your way through. Epiphany has managed to at least join up in the entryway with the others. He is near them while the NPCs are trying to guard your rear and do various things on it. To recoup where we are on the NPCs, one of them, Melanor, is completely out of the fray. Both of his actions have been used. Volo is still up. Davil's still up. Durnan's still up. Jarlaxle has used his flying daggers. He has no intercept, but he has another attack he can use. Jalester's only attack, which is basically a double action, is still up. He doesn't have an intercept simply because he's like a whirling dervish in a double attack. Vincent Trench is still available. Captain Banders and a guard is still available. Vajra is still available. Esvel is out of the running. She's been used completely. Mert is still completely available. Laeral still has her intercept remaining.
So all in all, we have most of our allies' abilities remaining.
Quite a number of them.
Yep.
But you've gone through a lot of the really powerhouse ones, so you're getting down to some of the lesser ones that are going on. But where we are going to move now on the sheet that you're looking at, I'm going to take the entire group and I'm going to move them. First of all, you'll find yourself in the lower right-hand corner of the page that I'm going to move you to, which is the cellar. You have just a party token for the rest of you, just so you can watch what is going on. Shepard has basically moved the secret passage that was under the stairway from the main floor. He has opened it, gone down, followed Victoro and the shadow creature, the Stagit / Wilford / a lot of other people. The shadow creature and Victoro have headed downstairs, and Shepard is in hot pursuit. So Shepard, when you come out here in the cellar, you are familiar with the cellar. You have been here before. This is not the first time that you've done it, so you have a general idea of where you need to go. Where are you going to head? Just straight forward. Oh, and this needs, I need to take something off here.
I am going to keep running into the direction that I know is where I know we have gone through before.
Okay.
But as I pass through here, I will look down the hallway real quick. Do I see any openings?
Nothing is down there. You don't see or hear anything in the vicinity. It is deadly quiet and abnormally cold.
I'm going to move past it then because time is of the essence. I move into this area. I'm assuming I see the same doorway.
The doorway is open. They did not close it behind them. You are able to move directly through. And when you get in, one of the first things you will notice, I won't even make you roll perception because it's pretty obvious. I will ask you, Seeley, do you as a player notice anything different about this room?
Yeah, I don't see any gold.
Exactly. The gold is missing.
Okay.
It is gone. And so you will move directly to the stairs, I'm assuming, and head down into the temple, which will bring us...
Going downstairs, I'm unsure if anyone's waiting, so I'm going to make the effort to try to go as quietly as I can.
All right, give me a stealth roll so I know how quietly you are going.
Okay. Because, yeah, seeing as I haven't found anyone yet, and I thought I was, like, really on their heels, they must have gotten a further...
Yeah, they were running full tilt, basically doing dash actions, and you were doing dash actions. You are managing to keep your presence very secret. They don't realize that anyone is following them at this point. So as you actually start down the stairs, you can hear a bit of footsteps ahead of you, like one movement turn ahead of you, you might say. You are clearly right on their heels, and you hear talking, and you begin to hear chanting, distant chanting going on. That as you start moving down into the actual temple area, you realize that there is like this almost feeling of tension going on in the thing. So let me now move the group over to the temple proper. Make sure all the tokens are where they should be. You would be coming in over here at the far right, and I've got a party token there. So move over to the upper right, and you will see the tokens there that you will have. All right, so you know where all these staircases go and these various things. You know that if you stay on this level and go to the north and around, you come to the place where there was some tiles fell loose before.
Mm-hmm.
And this circular staircase in front of you goes down to the lower level, and that there were some cells that were empty before that are down to the south of this hallway that you were doing. So I will be pausing it here for Shepard, but where will Shepard have gone? Basically, you can hear them not far ahead of you, but they have gone down the circular staircase ahead of you and are proceeding to the lower floor.
You said that I do remember that going to the north and then to the left, there was that balcony, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I would essentially move probably within sight of the staircase, kind of going towards the balcony area, and I think it's right there that Shepard would actually freeze.
All right.
Not kind of like against his will, sort of.
All right. And you wouldn't quite let me put these guys in, now that I know which way you're going.
Yeah.
And Shepard is the entire time listening to sounds of battle from above.
Yeah, although they're getting distant now because he's gone down several levels and through a lot of corridors and doors and what have you. So the battle sounds are dissipating behind him. But what he is hearing now more than the battle sounds is this chanting going on in the temple and the sound of many voices and a lot of people moving around, plus the nearer sounds of these two individuals. Well, actually, he'd only hear Victoro, although there are two individuals ahead of him. But he knows that the two people he is following are just ahead of him. So he is now this way. And what is he going to do at this juncture before I swap back upstairs?
Essentially, he freezes like he did before going into the temple with the sneaky group, because it's
evil ground.
Evil ground. Fear is starting to catch up to him.
All right. So, yeah, you would have just this overpowering sense of this evil that is emanating strongly. You don't even have to do a detect magic because of your nature. I would think that you would detect it coming very strongly from the area where you caught a glimpse once before of some kind of statue. So you cannot see over the balcony railing at this point. You have to get quite a bit further to see. But that's where we will leave you if you don't have anything else that you need to add.
I'm gripping the unattuned mace right now as well, so that's in my hand.
Very good. All right. Back to the upstairs so that we can see what's going on up there. Let me see if I've still got the battle thing up. I hope I do. Yes, I do. All right.
Oh, hey, cool. We start with my turn. I do nothing.
Yep.
You had your turn.
All right. So Nokri then would be up next. What is Nokri doing at this point with all these people fighting you? And there's still, let's see, we've got, the door has opened to the outside. You're aware that there are some guards out there that are probably those bearded devils. Epiphany is being followed by a couple of them, and there is still one that Barris is dealing with, plus the suit of armor. So that's
I
what you got.
believe last week the plan was to just make a break for the cellar.
I don't recall that.
I do. That you guys were going to break through and get to the cellar.
That's why I started shoving demons around in bear form
Yep.
instead of attacking.
But I do think Lynn may still be AFK. So
And that's fine. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and move on past her. She got in late tonight, so might not be.
I'm here.
Okay.
I literally just sat down.
Okay.
Don't
So
fall asleep.
Nakri is up first, so
Oh, okay. Sorry. I have the map up. I'm trying to figure out where everything is right now. I am. What can I do? What can I do with the wonderful?
You can hit this thing attacking me.
You can shove it back and run.
and I
If
will
I
keep
take-
reminding people about the legendary actions you had because you kept forgetting that you had those as well. So don't forget
I'm gonna
that.
pull up that sheet one time real quick too. An action takes up my ability to make any sort of attack, or do I
Correct.
still get an extra
Except
action? because I
bonus.
have extra
In some cases, you might be able to do a bonus.
Depends what your action is.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna reach out, grab Epiphany, and cast protection from good and evil on him, so he has protection against those fiends.
Okie doke.
And against himself.
Well, I mean, that's his
It
problem.
burns us!
It burns us, precious.
I feel intense self-loathing.
And then I'll ready myself to start swinging if that thing starts coming past.
Very good. Cashin.
Cashin shall leap forth and ride the Barris.
Does the Barris allow Cashin to ride him?
I'm gonna do a.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Barris, who has this entire fight been surrounded and attacked from all sides by various forms of demons, does not allow Cashin to come up and jump on him from behind randomly.
Oh,
So I suppose you can make a grapple check.
Animal handling?
I think it would be
Well,
animal.
I'm going to say it'd have to be a grapple check. Yeah.
And I would be using the bear's strength, correct?
Yep.
Hey.
Give me your strength grapple roll there, Cashin. Let's see if you can grab his fur and.
Only a
hang on.
13.
Hey! He grabs a handful of hair, pulls a little as he pulls himself up. The bear would probably feel the hair pulled on his back, like, ouch.
Am I still able to do an attack?
No, I'm going to say that grappling and doing all that was your action. You were basically fighting the bear. You were doing bear fighting. Or you
That
were
was a
fighting
pretty
bear.
cool scene, though.
Yeah. All right. So we have bearded devils that need to come to the fore here. If I can find my sheet, which is buried behind something. There we go. Need these. And we have, this one is going to move up. Let me measure the distance here. See if it can get all the way. Not quite. So it would get almost to the door. Move it up here. I'll say it takes a little bit of dash action and moves into battle, but it won't be able to hit. The second one, however, is able to attack. It does attack Epiphany and disadvantage on its attack rolls. So it swings with its glaive, and those snakes on its face hiss and strike at you. Beard. The glaive missed entirely with an 11. The beard was at 15. No, disadvantage was 10. So that one missed entirely. We have one by Barris here that will attempt to get him. And, oh yeah, we've got two coming in the front door. All right, the beard hit with a 24 and a 17. What's your armor class? No, that hits too. Okay, so because you're on bear form. So both the 24 and the 17 hit. I need a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, please, Barris.
Alrighty. 13 and a 14.
Okay. And you have advantage on them, so yeah.
Yes, because of the antitoxin.
Right. So you save on the poison. However, you take 9 piercing damage and 8 slashing damage for 17. And these guys will move in. And
I'm about to have a bad time.
yeah, they'll move in and do their attacks. Okay, the beard hit. Give me a DC 12 roll, Relian.
Hold on. So they all attack as a group. What's the highest you rolled for an attack hit?
21.
Yep. Beard hit.
Can you use an intercept?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, cause I can't. Yeah. So who has an intercept that we haven't used?
She's the guard.
Can you use Mert? He hasn't been used yet.
Mert hasn't been used.
Jelester, Durnan.
For intercepts, you've got almost all of them. There's only 2 intercepts that's been used. Esvel has been used, and Melanor has been used, but all the others have their intercepts.
I summon the power of Mert! Protect me!
Okay, let me get Mert's thing here so I know what he's doing, and then look at his sheet. Mert, where are you? There you are. All right, so this one is now going to be red so that I know that it's been used. And he will take all of the damage, which will, I actually only had rolled one of them, so the second one still needs to do his. So we'll see how much damage. Mert is in charge of the Golden Treasury. He is a powerful money person, among other things.
Oh, he's the guy Shepard owes all that money to.
Yep.
So if he does, no big deal.
All that money, it's only 100 gold.
I mean, if he does, it's no big deal.
Let me get Mert up here, and
He's
I got to flying in front of me. And he will do his Constitution. Yes. Let's see what he rolled on Constitution. He failed his Constitution roll, which means
instant death.
He is poisoned for a minute, and he cannot regain hit points by any method, but he can repeat the saving throw at the end of the turn, which will be Relian's. Let's see, I guess it would be the Bearded Devil's turn next time around that he would be able to try and do it, but he's currently poisoned and can't be healed. So he has taken 2 hits here. That one and that one was a total of 8 and 4. He took direct damage of 12.
But we liked Mert. Mert was helpful.
Plus, saving him is a plus, or keeping him alive is a plus.
Definitely. I
Did
need
we?
him alive.
Did you down all the flying knives? Or are they still running
Yes.
around?
Yeah,
yes.
we downed them all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You're welcome.
All right, Relian, it is now your turn for retaliation.
Retaliation for Relian.
Yeah.
Look, we are surrounded
That's
by pretty they're lower level as far as the hell's concerned, but for us right now, they're pretty strong. I'm kind of tempted to use the chain lightning. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you can pick the targets, so
I would say that this would be because we may face a double or two down there, but it sounds like the majority down in the temple is going to be cultists. Those are going to be easy pickings.
Swarm it. Do it.
And you've got a nice grouping here of people all within that range that you have to have for your chain. So
This
yeah.
one hits too. Like you could just be like, or yeah, you could get all 4 of these, or you could get that one too. I'd say get the ones right on top of us, because then we can move, take this one out, and head downstairs.
How is it? It's
down
we
there.
also
within
can-
30 feet.
We also can just run.
Yeah, but then I suffer 2 opportunities of attack.
Not if
Yeah.
he's engaged.
Doesn't imp.
Yeah, but and they can follow us.
Yeah, but I was planning on shutting the door.
just, they have hands.
we're better. We're
Just
better
nuke 'em.
off.
I'm just
We're better off with having 2 following us than 10 following us.
Nuke them.
Okay,
Nuke.
so how many targets am I able to hit?
I would
You
say
got-
looks like 4, because I don't think you can reach that last one down by the lower door.
No, but I'm asking
Within
like
30 feet.
what's the spell? Like how many
Chain
targets
lightning.
does the spell allow?
I believe you can hit a primary and 3 more.
It says on
It's-
the list, 9th level,
Primary
initial
and 6
target
more.
plus 6 additional targets.
Okay.
So
you,
7 in total.
but they have to
So-
be within a range of each other. Does it say on there?
30
Within
feet.
30 feet of the first target.
Okay.
Yeah, so if he would go with
So-
that one, he could get this one down in the corner here.
Is this imp still here?
I don't see any.
What is that little thing next to me? It looks like a little
Right.
crow or
It's
something.
a little tiny circle just
I
below
don't
Relian.
think any of the imps were still there. If it was almost dead. So I'm going to
Okay.
take the imp out.
Okay. Well, in
There-
that case, so
if
7
you hit-
targets.
this one in front of Nokri, you can get all of them, including the armor suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to summon the 9th level chain lightning, and I am going to hit literally with some fancy finagling and careful concentration. I'm going to hit all 7 of the enemies we are currently facing.
Are you able to post that so that I know what the damage has to be rolled and so forth?
The damage is 10d8,
Per
To each of them,
to each. Okay, 10d8.
but
so,
they have to take a dexterity saving throw.
yeah.
or they get half.
Okay. All right. So let me make sure. I'll start with this lower one that's down by the NPCs. Do a dex save on it. Back to them. Dex save on him is, what's your DC?
My spell DC.
Well, this is
is-
Vajra's DC.
does it go off mine or hers?
Oh, you're using her ability?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you had a spell
Very excellent.
scroll or
No, no, no.
something. Okay, so let me. Yeah, it would be
Chain
hers.
lightning yet?
Yeah,
Chain lightning is
she's the
the-
one throwing the chain lightning if you're using that. That's what I didn't have. And I am getting up here and I've got to, chain lightning, 9th level, 30 feet of the first. And I need Vajra, which is here, and her DC.
Foolish creature, we have something almost as good as the gods on our side. Rich and powerful friends!
Going to roll something just to see if it gives me her DC because I'm not immediately seeing it here. I want to see if it gives me what her DC is. Yeah, DC, she's DC 18. Okay. So yeah, they've got a roll above an 18. That's pretty good. That one's going to do a bunch of damage. All right. Let me get back to our Bearded Devils. Did I already roll his dex? Yes, I did. He failed. This one failed. And
So just roll like the rolls for all of them, and we'll find out which ones failed, and then I'll just roll the damage.
I'm rolling her light. Now that I know it's her, I can click it on here. She did 40 damage to everyone that is taking max damage. So this one down here took 40 damage. He is still alive, but horribly injured. The two by Epiphany and Nokri next. The one by Epiphany will roll his dex. He failed, I can tell. Yeah, he only rolled a 4, so he takes takes 40 damage, and he's in bad shape because he already had taken some damage. The guy by Nokri succeeds, so takes 20 damage.
Only 40 damage. That seems low for 10d8 for some reason.
Well,
she rolled
she
some
rolled
1s and some 3s and some 2s.
Darn.
Is the problem.
Yep.
10d8, the maximum would have been 80, so she's done half at least.
Yeah, but she rolled a 1, 2, 6, 2, 6, 7, 7, 3, 3, 3.
Average, I'll take it.
So I'm actually looking at Chain Lightning. They're 7th level or higher. It's one additional. Oh, never mind. Looking at it wrong. I thought it was one additional
with
die.
her,
it's actually one additional target.
And with her, this is just a set legendary action. With her, it's not per the rule book on a lot of the things. It's her set legendary action. Anyway, the one by below Relian first rolled a 20, so he just barely got over hers. She was 18, so he took half, so he's down 20. And the other one, which is behind a body, let me get him to the front. He will roll an 11. He took all 40.
Now for the one attacking Barris.
Plus the Helmed Horror. All right, so first we'll roll the Bearded Devil. He saved. He takes 20, but he was already down quite a bit, so he's doing good.
And you said a Helmed Horror?
Yep.
It's the armor. That's
well,
next to the
I don't like the sound of that.
And he rolls a dex. Here we go. His dex, however, would have disadvantage. Come on. He rolled a 16 on that, so he got hit with the full 40. And I want to check to make sure he doesn't have like extra damage or anything to electrical. Nope. Okay. Being metal, I thought he might possibly have some kind
You can give him.
Yeah, you could.
You could give him vulnerability
nice?
too.
I'm sure you would like that.
Considering we're vastly outnumbered, yes.
Yep. Okay, Barris.
Barris has had someone leap onto his back and lightning shoot over his head in the last round, so he's kind of freaking out a bit. He is going to make 2 attacks, one against the devil, and then if it goes down, the other one against the suit of armor.
All
Not
right.
Barris, I mean Barris.
Not
Kung
against,
Fu Bear.
not against the bearded devil that tried to jump on you.
That is a hit for 9, but it does not take him down.
Only a 12 to hit on that one.
Yeah, that didn't quite hit.
Can I use a monk bonus action to attack again?
Kung Fu Bear.
Do the monk actions work in the animal form? Yeah, I thought.
Technically speaking, it's a class feature.
Your class. Yeah, your class. You're a Kung Fu Panda.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep your class features. So yes, that's what I thought. You would still be able.
He's a Kung Fu
that
grizzly.
hits, and that one takes him down. He's gone.
Yeah.
I'm going to take our cook off the floor there to just clear the floor. All right, Epiphany.
The other chefs will make a meal out of him.
Or toss him. Oh, yeah. Where's my list? Hold on. I got to get my list up. Did I have it on here? I'll put it on there. That'll work. I know how many we had before. We had 23 before. All right. So we are now, this one is off the map. Epiphany, you're up.
I need some health back. I'm going to cast Extracting Claws at 3rd level and try to smack this guy next to me to steal some health.
Okay.
So I'll get 21 to hit.
That hits for 13.
13 necrotic, and then I regain half of what's dealt.
Okay. You have dealt necrotic damage to him. I will double check that they don't have any resistance, but I don't think they do.
So,
Only bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and cold. Okay. All right.
and then I will take the opportunity attack to move up to in here and get on the other side of the bear.
Oppo, door going down is here, not the stairs.
So what?
The door's over here, not the
Okay,
stairs.
then I will just move to get on the other side of Sir Barrington.
They hit you with one hit. You need a DC 12 con save.
Of course I do.
Would that be even with the disadvantage from protection
Yes.
from good and
Well, it rolled
Okay.
a 24 and 19.
Okay, I any damage I can keep someone from
Okay.
taking is
You
my
are not
job.
poisoned.
And now I need to make a concentration check.
Looks
Whew.
good.
What concentration for what?
Venomous claws.
Oh, okay.
Or
And
I call them
the
extracting claws. It's touch of vampiric touch.
Suit of armor swipes at the bear like a construct robot sort of thing. It strikes at you with its long sword twice. 16 and a 22 both hit. You
No, well, the 22 hits.
Okay. I thought you were, that token showed it. Oh yeah, you've corrected it. Okay. It originally showed a 10, so I was like, okay. So yeah, the 22 hits for 8 slashing damage.
That's fine. I'm still in bear form.
Yep. All right. Shepard, you are down there. Are you still holding up? What are you doing?
I'm still holding up. I'm still petrified.
All right. Nokri.
These the two who are in front of me are still up, correct?
Yeah, but they are looking a lot weaker than they were before. They still have fighting power, but they're not what they were when the lightning struck.
Because I still have good relations with this, and they don't have an intercept, I'm going to invoke dear old Volo to attack that one right there.
Okay, Volo is
The one that's in the purple.
the drunkard's toss. How many he's throwing all 4 bottles at them?
Yeah, why the hell not? He doesn't have an intercept, so after that he can go scurry off.
The coward.
Okay, 4 bottles chunking at the one nearest you there by the harpsichord.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Just that one that's in the doorway.
All right.
Yeah, the one that's still in the library.
Oh, okay. Because there's 2 there is what I'm trying to say. There's one right here, and there's one right here.
Yeah, I'll have
Okay.
that one first.
Okay. All right. So he hit with 2 of these for a total of 2. There's bludgeoning and slashing damage from the broken glass. So this is a total of 4 plus 8 is 12 damage on that one.
That's all 4 bottles, or just that was the first bottle?
No, that was all 4. He missed on a couple of them.
Okay. Yeah, drunk. All right.
Yep.
Volo, go drunk your home.
Can I still attack, or
no? That your legendary is your action. You
Okay.
substitute his. It just saves your spells and your abilities. However, you can use a bonus action and you can move.
Gonna hold still. I don't want to move and then have these guys start ganging up on Relian, knowing he's right there.
Okay.
So I'll keep my spot.
Keshin, from your position on your bareback riding, what are you going to do?
He is going to stab at the metal man.
From the heart of hell, I stab thee.
And
that is a definite hit. And too bad you didn't have advantage on that, but you did do 19 damage. Oh, yeah. This thing is hopping around on one leg, has one arm. He is in bad shape. Yeah, there's not much left of Tin Man. I don't suppose you have any bonus actions in there, do you?
I mean, I could always stab him.
Dodge.
Oh, well, can I?
I think you can with cutting action.
Dash, disengage, or hide.
Ah.
I will, however, stab at him.
Okay.
Nice.
And that one, the metal man falls apart on the floor into inanimate pieces of armor. He is off the board.
Yeah.
I was honestly expecting that to be a tougher fight than it was.
Well, I mean, we did most of the fighting last week.
Well, with the main pound horror.
The thing is, we didn't attack the suit.
Yeah, but the
this was
lightning
the first time we were attacking
had
the suit.
40 damage to him, and that's what gave you the advantage. So, yeah. But anyway, we are now up to what remains of these very beat-up devils, who are going to... 2 of them will be attacking Nakri.
I'm ready.
All right, so you had 1 hit in all that. Give me a DC 12 con save.
It's always the beard.
The saving throws for con save?
Yes.
Fear the beard.
You are poisoned.
Oh joy.
You will first take 5 slashing damage from the glaive, which is also poisoned. But you take 5 slashing damage from the glaive. Then you will lose. Let me see which I'm going to do, whichever is less here. Hold on. You take 1 poison damage this round, and at the start of each of your turns, you will take another 1d10 damage which reminds me, Relian, you need to give me a DC 12 con save or take damage.
Oh, did they just attack me?
No, this is from your poison before.
I thought. Wait.
Oh,
I thought,
you intercepted. That's
Yeah,
right.
it was Volo.
Yeah, you intercepted. Volo's the one
Mir.
that has.
Mir.
Mert.
Mir has.
Mert is having to do a
Oh,
con
now.
save,
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Now let's see. Yeah, let's see if he's still poisoned.
Yes, he is still poisoned, so he has to take a d10 of damage.
Excuse me. Hello.
Come on. He takes 6 damage from the poison. Mert, come here. -6. And the 2 by Relian, unless you are going to use an intercept again, they are going to attack you.
How many intercepts do we have left?
Quite a few.
There's Laeral, Vajra, Durnan, Jalester, and the guards.
I thought Jalester wasn't helping us.
No,
Jalester does not
you're
have.
thinking Jarlaxle.
Oh.
Yeah, Jalester has it. Yeah, he's. Jalester has it. I think we're missing one more on that.
Apple?
Dabble.
Yeah, and then Banders.
And Davil,
and Trench.
yeah, and Davil's intercept also has evasion. He's very hard to hit.
This will be.
Yeah.
No.
Why not? Dabble! I got you out of the Huskow! You owe me!
And when I corrected the mistake I'd made where I didn't have Melanor and I'd gotten some of Melanor's information on Davil incorrectly, he is dressed as Ogma, God of Knowledge. So Ogma comes running in to defend you, and on his intercept, if hit with a spell requiring a dex save, he takes no damage on save. Okay, so this wasn't a dex save, so he will try to. Let's see what we get on these attacks. That was Nokri's, so now the one on what would have been Relian. Some pretty high attacks there. Yeah, he got hit with 3 of... No, 16 probably didn't hit him. Where are you, Mr. Dabble? I've lost you in the midst of all this. There he is. That's him. He's 15. So, yeah, that one hit too. He got hit with 3 of the attacks. So he took basic damage. He took 8 plus 10 is 18 plus 12 is 30 damage off the top. And then he has to roll his dex save or constitution save, rather, to see if... Do I have Dabble out? I'm missing Dabble. That's okay, let me get Dabble out. I'm missing Dabble.
It was like an HBO special, Missing Dabble.
Right. All right, Dabble. Put you there. And get your constitution. He rolls a da-dun-da-dun-dun-dun. Come on. It's clicked, but it's not swapping pages. Am I DCing? Why am I not there? It's swapped. All right, 17. So he's saved. He is not poisoned, but he did take a fairly good chunk of damage. Relian, it is your turn since all the others have been wiped off the board.
Thank you, Dabble. We're even now.
I thought him getting out of jail was him settling the debt with him.
Don't tell him. Don't remind him. Okay, Relian.
Him getting hit for me is him paying me back for warning him about the poison. Let's see here. I've still got 2 spell slots in this, so might as well. Time for some more firecrackers.
Crackety. That is a total of 5 plus
11.
6 is 11 on which one? Actually, the one in the worst health is the one to the right of you.
Yeah. I'll go for that one.
Now
Okay.
flee to the safety of Barris.
Well, he's still got one by him. He doesn't want to take that attack of opportunity, I don't think. Okay, Varys, or Barris, as the case may be.
Barris does not attack Cassian. He figures out that it is him. There are still 3 bearded devils down there. How
And
tall
one way down
is...
here as well.
But he's kind of occupied with the other heroes.
Yes, exactly.
How tall is the doorway right here?
It's about 5 feet tall. You would have to squeeze to get through it in your current form.
And what does that mean for Cassian?
He's gonna have to hug him really tight.
I have this image of
Bear
Barris just charging through the doorway and
I
Cassian
think
getting
Cassian
plonked on
would-
the head.
If you think about an under the stair doorway, they are not as tall as normal.
No.
I think Cassian's going to
No,
have to
no, he
dismount.
means this door.
Yes, towards the other bearded devils.
Okay. Those are normal 7-foot high doors, 5 foot wide.
Okay.
Oh,
So
you
a
don't
little
see
bit easier to
any
get
Wile E.
through.
Coyote?
Yeah, you can just charge through those doors with no problem.
Okay. No Wile E. Coyote today.
Yeah.
I go up and attack the one next to
Relian?
Relian.
Okay. All right. Bear claws. Let me put him to. Hold on, Cassian. There we go. Now you can see you. All right. You hit the one next to Relian for 5 damage.
Yes.
All right.
Still up?
Yep. Yeah, he only took half damage from the lightning, so he was still up. Both of those hit for another 17.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not looking good, but he is still up, just barely.
Alrighty. That is my turn.
Epiphany.
Tiffany will come over here and will look at. Let's see, how far did I move? 5. Screw it, I need the help. Come up and slash at this guy again.
Okay.
Dang it.
That's a miss. Any bonus actions, or is that it? Anything Shepard's doing?
Still down there, still petrified.
Nokri?
I'm just gonna start clubbing my way out of here. So do that with the extra, and then blop. I'm gonna hit the one next to the harpsichord.
You're gonna hit neither
and,
of them?
yeah, the second one hit. So 8 damage. Yeah, it's still up. And Cassian. You are now in range.
Cassian will hit the one that Nokri just attacked with his rapier.
Okay. Oh, yes, you will.
31.
Oh, damn.
31 is enough. That one is out.
And he will then bonus action attack the
One by Relian.
oh wait, yeah, and I actually forgot I no dex stand, no bonus on the damage. Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Okay, that's a miss. But you took that first one out, so
Yeah.
it's down
Critical hits
small.
with sneak attack hurt a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
With impunity.
Definitely. Yep. All right. What remains of the bearded devils are going to attack their various components here. We've only got 2 main ones in this lesser one that's fighting the group down there. Let me get the lesser one out of the way first. 2 misses on him. Matter of fact, one of them is a crit fail, but he doesn't have anybody near him he could hit, so it doesn't matter. But the 2 up by you, the 1 by Relian turns to attack the bear.
The bear.
The
Oh, boo, boo.
bears. Rolls
Da
a
bear.
16 and a 17. The 17 hits, right?
17 hits, yep.
All right, so that is 8 slashing damage. Give me a DC 12 con save.
Uh, 21.
Yep, so you only take the 8 slashing.
I have 2 hit points left. This bear is looking ragged.
Yep, at least it acts as a offer shield.
Yep. All right, now the one here will attack. He will attack. The beard will attack Epiphany while he swings his glaive at Nokri. The beard misses. The glaive is an 18. What's your armor class? Yeah.
21.
All right. All right. So both of them miss. Relian the Hellion, can you take these guys out?
Actually, you know what? I have full confidence in my friends here, and I'm kind of worried. About Shepard at this point, so I'm thinking about disengaging and running down those stairs. Though I'm not sure I should. What do you guys think?
We can mop this up.
Yeah, Barris is still here for another round.
Advance the plot.
Yeah. So yeah, Relian is going to put up his staff in front of him defensively, jump back, disengage. He is then going to use his full movement to run through the door and down the stairs to where he knows the shepherd has foolishly gone by himself. And over the shoulder, in his best old man voice, he's just going to shout, "Fly, you fools!"
There's no eagles here.
All right. So you have
There's also no smoke monster.
successfully made it into the cellar, and we will deal with that next round. And with your round, let me also do Mert's roll that he needs. See if he can get out of this poisoning. Hello, Mert, can you... No, he's still poisoned. He takes another D10. Another 8. Mert, where are you? There you are. Luckily, Mert has more hit points than you would expect.
Yep. I was just going to say, he's a hardy guy. He can last a minute.
Yeah.
He can handle his poison.
Yeah. Mert's more than meets the eye. Varys, the barely Varys.
My turn already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Varys Farley.
Well,
Ew.
bite, claw.
And that's a hit. Let's see, all 3 of those are hits. Let's see what we've got here. The one that was by Relian. Yeah, but I've got to look. The bite takes down the guy that was by Relian. I'm kind of playing games with this to give the points where they fit the best. And the last 2 are needed to take down the one by Nokri. So you have taken both of those down.
Nice. Now you all can join me.
Can join me in hell. All right.
Speaking of which,
Exactly.
as soon as the last devil goes down, Barris turns around and starts shoving his way towards the door to the hallway.
Boom, 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 boom.
And for
His
now,
bear
I
speed
am
is
saying
40.
the NPCs are fighting this last one down there, and it will become a non-entity for you guys, just so you know.
Okay.
All right.
So shall we just say we proceed downstairs?
If you choose to, yep.
Away, my burly steed.
And I also
You're gonna
need-
have to get off once we go down this doorway.
I also want to
Never.
get Volo off the
Just
board
taking this.
entirely here because he's been completely used. So I've got that pretty good. All right. So now I will move to First, I'll just take you to the cellar where you were before, and just use the party token in general to decide: is there anything you are doing out of the ordinary as far as your movements here in the cellar, or are you just
Oops, sorry.
moving straight through?
I think just moving straight through.
Okay.
First cash in will do get off.
All right.
Barris.
All right. So you are on your own.
One moment, please. Being called away for something.
Okay, I'm going to move the party then on down to nearby where Shepherd is. So we go down another level to the temple.
I would imagine Relian would get there first, and he would probably spot Shepherd just stock still, and he'd immediately, as quietly as he could, just run up to him and grab him softly by the shoulder and say, Shep.
You would hear me, like, you would actually see, like, for the first time, tears going down his cheeks, and he would be muttering to himself in Celestial, "I'm so sorry, Anara. I don't think I can do this."
All right, let me put... are you still in bear form, Varys?
No, I only have 2 hit points left. I'll drop bear form going down the stairs, but I do have 1 use of it left, so...
Okay. I don't know how many hit points you had. Your token is dragged 33.
I was at full health.
Okay. All
because I did that immediately after. Like, I came up from the heal that we got, and then I immediately dropped bear form.
Okay.
Because this is a prime moment that I've been waiting for, Relian is going to whisper to Shepherd back in Celestial. Says, "You can do this, friend. You can. Snap out of it. We're almost at the journey's end. The evil's almost done. Snap out of it."
All right.
And I'll just turn to him. And don't say anything. I'm still shocked. It's still over me.
Take that one off.
I'm going to give his shoulder a little squeeze, and I'm just going to mutter to him in Celestial, "All will be well. All will be well."
For Terenzio and Elzarino.
Okay. I am at this moment in time, I'm going to take you out of turn order.
I'm seeing a thing.
You're seeing a thing? What are you seeing?
I am seeing a blank page and a little icon.
Reload. You should be in the upper right-hand corner.
I will do so. Like, there was stuff, and then there wasn't stuff. And then magically cat in the face, so it was like, great. Thanks for the timing.
This is global lighting, and you are not showing. Let me see if this, it may be this new shift they have done with the dynamic lighting is now. Let me, advanced settings, come on, where is the, vision is on, night vision, perfect, night field of vision, light, total light. Why is it not showing me the setting for... It should have a setting for global, and it's not showing it. Let me get global. Let me check the sheet as a whole. Something is off here.
And back.
I mean, it might be because I'm still technically not dark vision enabled.
Because they've got this new thing. I'm having trouble finding where you set. There should be a or daylight. There we go. It's called daylight now. Let me put it there. And do you see anything now?
I see. I can see again.
Oh, it's a miracle! I don't see
anything though. Oh wait, no, there we go. I was slightly off the map.
Okay, so you are now in this little area where you have entered from the stairs here to your right, and Shepard is up there. And why is that on there? Let me take a look at my dynamic lighting. What is that? I've taken the dynamic lighting off of the posts and pillars to help you see just a little bit better for this map. So this is where you are. Relian, from your position, you are able to notice there is a guard standing at the end of that hall. Give me a stealth roll, please, to see if he has noticed you.
Poopy doodles. Okay. Nope.
He immediately pulls out his weapon. He does not change into a bearded devil. It is a guy in a cloak that has horns on it. Looks like the horns do not belong to him. It looks like part of this, like, mantle, this mantle that he is wearing.
I've got a question. The only reason I can see that far is because I have dark vision. Does this guy have dark vision?
The cultist?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's able to see in this, and there's sconces on the wall and things. You ought to be able to see. This should have universal vision because there's sconces. This is not a that's not your dark vision you're seeing. You're actually seeing that far.
Oh, there goes my plan to turn Shepard invisible and have him just go break the fucking statue. Pardon the language.
All right, at that point, you, Relian, are in combat. Roll for initiative on this guy, and I'm going to roll for his initiative, because he will immediately turn and start to block you. So let's see what we get here on the two of you. He has not noticed the rest of you. You are out of sight of him. So it's just Relian that he has spotted. So he moves first 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30 feet towards Relian. Relian, it is your turn.
Oh, if only Toffet were here.
Funny. Oh, I really don't feel...
I've been muted this whole time.
And as he comes to this point, he also can see the Shepherd. And he can, I think he can see Varys too. Just a second.
From where you put me, I think so.
Yeah, he can see Varys as well. So, Varys, roll for initiative.
And Shepard?
Yes, Shepard and Varys roll for initiative.
Cleric roll.
Yep. My 20 last week. Don't care.
It broke even.
Come on.
Balance has been restored.
I'm waiting for my character sheet to come up. There we go.
Yeah, sometimes it hiccups, especially with our internet. So, yep.
Hey!
There we go. Okay, descending. Varys, what you gonna do when they come for you?
Varys immediately pulls out his longbow and uses a bonus action to give himself an extra D4 on his, I think it's first hit. Let me look for Kenzie Monk. To add extra D4 to your ranged damage rolls until the end of the current turn. Yep. So if I hit, it deals an extra D4. Okay. So are you throwing something at him? What are you doing? Okay, longbow, and he is, both of those hit. 9. You very quietly and very quickly took this guy out.
Oh, thank God.
Perhaps
disguise.
Perhaps the quiet route. Well, I'm not sure how well a disguise will fit in. There are 2 arrow holes in the front now.
Cashin will pull out his wide-brimmed hat, run his finger along the brim, and pop. He now looks like one of the cultists.
That's very useful. Listen, we know that from previous experience, this staircase goes down into where the main ritual is being done. They have to kind of go through this area in order to get to the balcony. I have something that can make that very painful for them, so I personally think the best idea would be to sit on that balcony and hit them with ranged attacks.
I was
force them to come to us.
I was also thinking of going through the balcony, going down through the ground to try to make it to the statue is not feasible, but I can do it with flight.
Plus our good Valiant here can fireball them.
This is true. Just be careful at the edge, because last time I was there, I almost fell.
I
Well,
remember
it
you saying
crumbles.
that last time.
I've got an idea. I can disguise myself as well, and I can also turn one of us invisible. One of us might be able to distract them. Can turn Shep invisible. The rest of us can be at the balcony, peppering death from above. While they're distracted with the mayhem, Shep might be able to sneak in completely undetected and just boop bop the statue with the mace, and that's it. We're done.
I don't know if you can destroy the entire statue with a single blow of the mace, to be fair.
I can at least get a good blow without them noticing me right away.
Yeah, and you can always just, do all you can to topple it. Either way, we have to act quickly.
I was just throwing my idea out there, yay or nay. I'm
All
good
in-
with doing anything.
But let's go with it.
All in favor of going to the balcony?
Yep.
I am going to cast Spike Growth on this area here.
Which area are we talking about? Oh, right around on the stairway and the area towards where you guys are, or what?
Yep. It has a 20-foot radius, so I'm going to wait until everyone gets past this point here.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it on the point that is the circle, and it will reach until that whole area.
Is the shepherd going to go down there, though? Is he taking the invisibility option?
Oh, I'm taking the invisibility, but I'm going to stay at the balcony unless I have to be near you for the invisibility.
Okay. Oh, no. So, okay.
I am going to put a symbol in the area. You said it has a 20-foot radius?
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
Okay, that's about 7. Let me get it a bit bigger here. Now I will enlarge it to about 20-foot radius.
That right here is the epicenter.
Yeah, you're going to basically fill everything in this area.
Mm-hmm. That's the plan.
Is basically what will happen here. Put it on the map layer so you can see the tokens, and you have got spike growth in that area. Alrighty, that's close enough. I know it probably would go out a little further there, but we'll just know
Theater
that's
of the mind.
Yeah, right. It's in that area, and it's a square. I'm trying to do a round area, so I can't really do it. And Epiphany
Now
is
here's
actually beyond
my
it.
question.
Fit the square into the circle.
Here's my question, and I don't think it would because it wouldn't make much sense. It says it fills a 20-foot radius and everything on the ground grows spikes. Does that count for any open space on the floor below it?
No, I would say it's on the ground that it's on. It grows on the ground. So
in that case,
basically
I would
everything
assume there was
here
enough space to go down the stairs, but not spread out on the
yeah,
ground below.
it would kind of be a little ways down the stairs. It's going to be almost impossible to get through, and it's bigger than what I'm really indicating here, trying to enlarge it just a bit to indicate that it's actually more like, really huge.
So I'm kind of picturing it in my head. Varys just Maleficent the entire floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Every 5 feet square that a creature moves through is an automatic 2d4 piercing damage, no save. And they don't know it's there unless they would have seen it grow. So I think even if they start getting pierced by it, they still don't see it. Or
all right, very good. There were very few of the bad guys left from above, yeah. So there's not a whole lot of people that can get to you right now, and I am going to poof magic DM that all of your remaining NPCs manage to scramble down the stairs and follow you behind. So you can still use your NPC legendary attacks. They follow you.
Yeah.
Good. They'll be our
Thank
they'll be our shield if anything is able to get through the bramble.
Right.
And then Varys heads over to longbow still out, starts making his way over to the balcony.
Very good. Now let me see. This one here that is showing, that was where you almost fell through before. And that is a hole in the floor that you've got there. Let me put a square on that to actually indicate that you've got something open there, and then you won't accidentally step on that square. All right, so that's right here. That is a hole in the floor.
Cool. Varys stands just on the edge to where he could peek over and start shooting and waits for everyone to join.
Give me a dex
Cashin
save,
has
Cashin.
Oh. Dex save.
You just fell through to the bottom floor. Give me a 1d10 roll.
Well, that's not great.
Oh, he went.
Or 1d6, excuse me.
He
So
fell
roll-
down.
He fell
Yeah.
down through the
He fell.
balcony.
Yep.
He's the only person down there now.
You took damage, and you fell through to right here.
I was going to say, before we exit this tunnel, since Relian is like walking by Shep, before any of this happens, Relian is going to place his hand on Shepard's shoulder and just whisper in his ear, "Use this well."
I nod.
And let
Then
me
it
put
disappeared.
another hole on the floor here real quick.
Thankfully, Cashin is in disguise.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's true.
And they know that there was one up there.
Yep. And I've got...
You could play it off as I was just looking over the balcony to check on you guys.
Okay.
Having
Alright.
seen him go down, I'm like, I'm not moving from this spot until we are ready.
All right. And as before, you can see that... I've got something off here. Let me take that entirely off. Tried to do something before that apparently has gotten off or whatever. I don't know. You've got to see what you...
Yeah, it's gotten. I thought
Yeah.
something was wonky.
Yeah. All right. So,
So,
trying to figure out what I've got here. I've got to get to the explanation. These maps as drawn are not good maps. I have had major problems, as Mike saw on the Friday one, where it does not compute, and I'm trying to identify...
this right here is this right here.
Curse you, Waterdeep maps! Curse you!
For real, though, I honestly saw what she was dealing with for the Friday game.
Yeah, it was. These maps are really drawn bad. I'm sorry, Wizards, but these maps fail bad. So we need to go here, and I
Pretty
need
much
to
prefer the
find
strawed ones.
level. Trying to figure out what we've got on these two different maps with both shows A2 different. I don't know what this is here. I don't understand what this is here.
That's the other balcony.
Oh, the other side. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I had forgotten there was another side on the balcony. This whole thing down here is on the south side of the temple floor. Yeah, that's what I couldn't remember. Thank you. That's exactly it. All right. So, um,
Cashin fell.
yep, Cashin fell down, and he is where I have put you there on the lower floor. There is a commotion, a loud noise. Cashin falls amid what at first he thinks are bodies. Give me either a medicine check or a perception check, please, Cashin, to see if quickly. Yeah, you look at
Okay.
them and realize that they have that shallow breathing that you saw upstairs. The people who are on this area that you fell among are in a coma, basically, is what's going on.
Hopefully none of them got hit by a large rock or something.
So you are amidst them. You drop with very little damage amidst them. There is a bit
I fell
of
on my butt.
there's a bit of noise, but there's also a large amount of chanting. And because you are disguised, the group that is nearest you turns and looks at you, assumes you are one of their number, and the guy on the rear here, who would be what you look like, he turns and kind of loud whispers to you, "Get another one. We've got to get the bodies up there."
All right, so Cashin nods, and what does that mean?
You don't know. He, by the
Oh,
way, I
yeah.
will give you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I know what he means. He means get more bodies.
And you, as you peek around the pillar, you are able to see a number of these cultists, like lined up in pairs, holding armpit and feet of people. And they are moving up in a line, carrying these people towards the altar and the big statue. As you move around the post and kind of can see a little bit beyond the narrowing area there where they're moving into, you can see a number of hooded people. At this point, although you can probably guess who some of these people are, you don't necessarily recognize them in terms of what you are looking at the moment. You see a lot of hooded people, and there is one in particular in the front here that is doing most of the chanting, waving his arms and so forth, while the others are like echoing a response. He like gives the initial response and they echo it back, sort of thing. And there are people all around this thing. You are able to notice there are two people lying right in front of the statue, and there is quite a bit of blood on the floor where they are laying. You also see that there is huge stacks of gold bars sitting to either side of the statue.
Wait until after we killed them all.
No.
They're in
Oh,
front
Lord.
of Victoro and what looks like a bunch of devils. I'm pretty sure your need for self-preservation outweighs your need for gold.
Yeah, but right now I
there
need
are
to
some
play the part.
also some things that you cannot see that are out of your line of sight, although I think I've taken the dynamic light. Yeah, you can see stuff there that you cannot see. So pay attention to these situations here where you wouldn't have line of sight, because you wouldn't be able to see some of these things here at the north end of this. So I'm not going to describe what it is you are noticing at that more northern end, but you would be able to see this whole group here, and you would be able to see all of this down here.
Yeah, well, yeah, so Cashin, figuring out what he said, goes and grabs the body and drags it over. And so he will get a good eye of what he's seeing.
All right. Now you can see there is a twisted, deformed, abnormal-looking creature screeching and screaming and chained to this pillar here. This creature here is chained to the pillar. There are two very obviously fiends standing to either side at attention on either side of the statue, as well as this group of three leaders, shall we say, but they are hooded. You are seeing their backs. So who Cassian would know they are, you wouldn't have any idea. But
Well, I would remember that the one female cultist from before said that Victoria would be leading the ritual.
But all three,
So-
yeah, you can assume that might be Victoria, but you cannot specifically identify who these three people are because they all have a massive hood up and they are in full cultist dress as they're doing this thing. All right. So, I am going to leave you out of turn order for just a little bit. How are the rest of you moving up?
I'm staying where I am.
Varys was already at the edge, and he seems to be on stable footing for now.
Right.
So, can I see that Cassian is... First of all, are they looking up at the balcony?
Are they like the cultists
The
looking up?
cultists and such, yes.
No. He fell through. They looked at him. He looked like them, and they are assuming he's part of the body carrier force.
All right, and from where I am at the end of the hallway here, could I potentially see the creatures and the devils and such at the end of the altar?
You would let me put you where you would be on this map, and I will know. You would be about here. So you would be able, this post would be in your way somewhat as with this one. So if you drew your line of sight, as long as you can not hit a post, you would see it.
Is that post holding up the floor?
Yes.
For me?
That's the support underneath the floor. Yeah. That's right at the edge, however. Yeah, you would see over that. That's true. You are looking down on that. So, yeah, those wouldn't be in your sight. You're right. So you would be able to see everything between that point and the equal point down below here. Yeah, that whole archway there, you would see everything from here to here. You would not see the creature chained at the post. And you would not see this fiend here, but you would see everything south of that.
Does the fiend that I do see seem to have wings?
I don't know. Hold on. No.
No, okay. I will whisper shout back to Nokri. Nokri, are you able to send a message to Cassian? Make sure he's alright?
Nokri?
Oh. Yeah. She's just kind of like fell through the floor, huh?
I told you to
get some rotten luck.
I think that would be Epi's department.
He might have a better range than I would.
It is a pity that our friend Cassian has perished.
On the plus side, I finally get those sweet boots.
I am going to put the group of you in the same general... Let me make sure I don't have dynamic lighting in the way here. Yes, I do. Hang on. Let me get rid of some... Oops. Get rid of some of this dynamic lighting so I can do something with you here to make it a little bit easier. You are still on the balcony. Mm-hmm. However, I am going to position you where you would have been. And I'm going to also, let me go on to the GM layer and pull these forward so that you are able to see them, because these are the holes that are open in the floor. Those two. Yeah, those are open in the floor. I'm trying to represent what you are seeing from above, but to put you on the lower level. All right, now let me get Shepherd and pull him down here. He is in the back, making sure he doesn't get in trouble, and Nakri and Epiphany are behind him down the hallway. So you are still,
Up there.
10 feet up above the other floor, but you are in that position. This will give you a better idea of what you're seeing.
All right.
So I just want to say that as Cashin was dragging the body, he would try and signal Varys that who he is where.
Well, I assume I would have seen the whole thing. I was at the edge of the balcony.
Yes. So, but he would try and signal him subtly.
Okay. I am going to hold an action to attack one of the cultists for if anything goes sour down, like if Cashin seems to be in danger.
Okay.
And give the rest time to move up to the edge of the balcony.
I will whisper from my position so that everyone can hear. Don't try to kill all the cultists. We may need at least a few of them.
I will adjust my aim to one of the fiends that I can see, the south fiend next to the statue.
I'm okay if you want to take out a cultist, but don't kill all of them.
Nah. The cultists will probably grind themselves into meat on the stairs if they try to attack us.
True.
Okay. So I'm going to analyze what you're going to do. So you're preparing to actually shoot a bow, Varys? And
yes.
I'm setting the stage for where you are and what you're about to do before I have your roll for turn order.
I am holding my action, the trigger being if Cashin seems to be in danger, either because he attacks and now everyone else has noticed he's not a cultist, or if they notice he's not a cultist and attack him. Basically.
Whenever Valiant rips a fireball.
Yeah. And I'm doing that to allow the rest of the group to move up and get in position first.
All right. So are you all positioned where you want to start with this roll? Because you have like a stealth moment, you can position yourselves before I say roll for initiative.
Basically, we're getting a surprise round.
I'm going to motion myself right behind Varys on ground I know for a fact is solid.
Okay, very good. Because Varys went all the way along there, so clearly that is a safe area where he walked. So there's nothing else seems to be right along that strip. So you're all positioned where you want? Okay.
Shepard would move right behind Relian, knowing where it's safe to walk.
Yeah, I'll follow where it's safe to walk, giving a little bit of space, knowing Shepard did a little disappearing act.
Yep.
Actually,
I would hold my hand out so that you would feel it and know not to walk any further.
That's a move. What?
Actually,
Wow.
Haley
counting.
Sorry.
So I've got a question. This is a legit question. I know Varys does, but does Nakri have any ranged attacks that could be useful right now? What could be good then is for you to stand slightly back in the corridor, connecting the balcony. That way they don't see you. If any of them make it past the brambles, you're right there. And if any of us go down, you're in the perfect position to run in, grab our body, bring it into somewhere safe.
I mean, I do have a light crossbow, and I can cast magic missile, but beyond that,
Okay, burn those magic missile slots then.
I don't really have
the time.
Either that or the crossbow, because any damage that we can do right now is going to be useful.
Yeah.
Magic
Can't
missile.
hear you, madam.
All right, I am pulling up some sheets here. Just a moment. Let me get a few sheets that I need, if it will cooperate. There we go. I
only have 3 spell slots left, dude, and I used 1 protection. Good news.
I have 4.
Just remember your legendaries.
I only have 1s, so... But yeah, the legendaries. You guys would probably be in a better position to do much, since I on the sight of things cannot see what's going on down there.
Right, and is there any? Got him, got them, I've got them. I think we are. She up, yep, she's on there. He's on there. I think I've got all my rolls. Go ahead and roll your initiative rolls so we can know who's doing what when.
Hey,
Big money.
Yay,
Big
same
money.
roll again.
Hey. 14's not bad.
Yeah.
Middle of the road is high for me.
Bum, 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 bum.
middle of the
That's
road
fine.
is
I'm-
even.
I'm
Oh,
fine with going last because I'm not able to get up in there and do shit. So I'd rather be last.
The rest of us are above a 10. That's not bad.
Yep. Okay. So everybody's roll. Let's get you in order.
It is important. Varys will point out which one he knows is Cassian, so the other ones don't shoot him on accident.
We find this amusing information. Thank you for sharing it.
I'm also going. I'm going to take these stealth symbols off of you. Are you concentrating on anything, Varys?
Yes, I'm concentrating on spike growth.
Okay. Because the rest of you are not necessarily stealth, but you aren't also noticed
Cassian
yet.
is in disguise.
Yes, I will leave it on
and-
you, but the others I will take it off.
Shepherd is invisible.
All right.
From,
And-
Aurelian.
Just double checking. It's been longer than 10 minutes, right?
From when?
I don't think so.
From when?
From the point where we were upstairs to here.
Oh, the poison.
Oh,
I
yes.
think
Poison only lasted a minute, I thought.
I think
Yeah,
she
it
means the
only
protection.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. Protection from good and evil is a concentration for up to 10 minutes. That's
I
why I'm
would
double
say he
checking.
probably has about another 5 minutes worth of it left.
Okay, so
Um,
Epi is protected for a little longer.
And the minute has expired on any poison damage that you may be taking. So that one is off. So that's not a problem. All right.
By the by,
Shepherd
I
is
would just like to
invisible.
point out health before we actually go into this because I know
I can't do
Yeah.
anything, otherwise I break the invisibility.
I know, but this I realize also at the same time this is probably something that should have been taken care of before we went further down into this tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's at full or near full except Epi, and
Yeah.
to remedy that, I'm actually going to. Relin is actually going to dig into his cloak and retrieve his health potion and pass it to Epi. He says, "Hey, you want this?
So I
Hey.
did not heal up from that last one.
You want to know what I got?
So you can use a 2d4 plus 2 health potion if you want. Epi.
Right. I can just straight up use it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm considering this is the prologue to the battle.
The calm
It's
before the storm.
I will
As
take it.
Relian,
Oh, full health.
Nice.
I will take it.
as Relian hands off the potion, he'll feel something in his hand, and as I let go, he'll have a new healing potion. I'm giving him the one that I had.
Oh, that is not a good sign. Someone's feeling like a martyr right now."
I've had full health. You almost went down. That is my
true.
rationalization. You can call it a martyrism all you want.
All right. So at this point, and once again, for some reason, his name is not on his token, so it's not showing up. Let me put that on. Why is it not showing up? I don't know. Oh, well.
We also do have a surprise round.
As you start, if that's what I said, position yourselves, and now you will do your first action if there's any action you're going to do, which will now initiate the battle. So right now, take your surprise action. All of you have a surprise action. So
Could I say at the start of the round, go ahead and start the distraction. I am leaving for the statue.
Fling, fling.
Aim for the head.
now I have a question. How is Shepherd getting to it? Gonna
I
fly?
have the racial ability to use my wings.
All right.
Oh,
So I
okay.
did.
And that will not break invisibility since it's an ability and not
Alright.
a spell.
Absolutely correct. I just
Specifically, it's a movement ability. which
wanted
will
to
not
be
break
sure how you were getting down there because I
Yep.
knew you had the ability to fly, but I just wanted to be sure that I knew what you were doing. All
I've
right.
been saving it for this moment.
All right.
Bash
So
that head in.
so his wings sprout as he does. Do you want to take a movement in as your preliminary
Well,
action?
well, I mean, I would go in my turn. And with invisibility, I'll be going as high as I can, dashing. Well, I can't dash because the wings is an action. So, it would be movement 30 feet.
Okay, so when we get to yours, you'll have movement and an action at that point in time. All right, because you can position yourself. They can't see you, and I said you can position yourself. So if you want to use your movement now and move to where you're going to be, that is allowable.
Oh, all right. I will go ahead and do that. We will go ahead and give me wings for the buff. And
If they could see you, it would be different because that would key them off, but they can't. So. Yeah,
so I'm right above.
You would be flying between the lower floor and the upper floor. This is about 20 feet high altogether. So you're flying about 20 feet off the lower floor if you're clear up at the ceiling.
Yeah, which is
Now,
what I'm doing.
Give me a perception roll as you get in, for the first time, really get in line of this statue that is there. Give me a perception roll about what you see on it.
Perception. Where is perception? Here it is. 23.
Oh, yeah. Very good. As you really get in sight of the statue, it is clearly a statue of Asmodeus, but you realize as you look at this thing that it is not the best workmanship you have ever seen. It has been done clumsily, and you can see portions and sections where they have blasted and chipped off from another statue and have tried to form an Asmodeus-looking statue out of something that was here before. They have basically desecrated, that's the word I'm looking for, yes. They have basically desecrated some statue that was here before and have turned it into a statue of Asmodeus.
Gold piece says there used to be a statue of Theomorph.
And so you are now clearly able to see that there's been a desecration of something that existed here once upon a time, which would connect in your mind to what Calendar, or whatever his name was, said about destroy the abomination of the statue. So that will connect in your mind that there was something that was desecrated and he needs it destroyed. So you have full sight on this statue, and it is a statue, clearly has horns and so forth. It is clearly Asmodeus, but it is very clumsily done.
Okay.
All right, so at this point, if nobody else has positioning movements and preparatory stuff.
There's one last thing I would like to do.
Yes?
I would like to take the half vial of Midnight Tears that I have remaining, that I've been keeping this whole time, and put it on the tip of my arrow.
Ooh, okay. All
Good
right. Which also reminds me, I have got to, the party started. I would say it is now about 10 p.m. It is about 2 hours to midnight.
All right. That's the last thing I had.
All right. So, Cashin, you have the first actual move on the real round.
Oh, well, I was going to hold my action. I thought Relian was going to rip his fireball to start things off.
Positioning we're doing
This is all
prior.
It's a surprise round. It doesn't matter.
Well, this is what happens when you roll a 24 on initiative all the time, dude.
Yeah.
Not all the time, man.
A rogue.
Shun the rogue. Shun him.
Pardon me being off
Shame.
camera a
Cashin.
moment, but hold on just a second. I've got a Charlie horse in my leg.
Ooh.
Okay, let's try that once from the top.
All right.
All right.
So Cashin is just going to keep playing the role,
Okay.
and he may or may not notice the swooshing of the wind.
All right. Now I'm going to skip all these others at this point because we're still on the preliminaries. Varys, what is your first action round that you're doing?
Varys is taking his poison shot at Victoro.
All right.
Give him a taste of his own medicine. I will use a bonus action before I do to increase the damage. So longbow. It is an advantage, so that one crits.
Yeah.
So you just did 16, 23 damage.
Plus 9.
Plus 9, 23.
32.
That's 32 damage on him. Right off the bat. And he wheels with a screech, and it is clearly Victoro when he turns. And there is a look of... he almost doesn't look like Victoro as he is standing there. His face is contorted in a furor, and his face is almost glowing. He's so angry. As he is performing this rite, he is like enveloped in some kind of demonic or fiendish power as he is doing this. But because he takes it by surprise, he takes the full brunt of this attack before he realizes it is coming. And he has taken all 32 of the damage from you. And he wheels and points at you. But all the rest of you will take your surprise action. Epiphany, what would you do?
Does he have to save versus the Midnight Tears poison?
Yes, he would. That would be a con save.
Figured it would be poetic justice.
How deadly is the poison? What's the threshold?
Well,
Poetic justice would be sticking a dagger.
Doesn't
in
matter.
his
He
neck.
failed it.
well, we're about to find out. Even if he escapes, he still dies at midnight.
And it's to midnight.
Hey,
I
Cashin.
will then step back 5 feet so that I cannot be seen by anyone else.
All right. Epiphany, what is your first action round doing?
Sorry, y'all.
What are you
Epiphany
about to
is
do?
Epiphany is going to step out and roar towards Victoro.
Now remember,
You're-
you just stepped off the balcony there.
This is a balcony?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
balcony ends at the second
Oh,
pillar.
we're up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it. Okay, yeah, it's not indicated on the map. Okay.
Right. But
Okay,
I wanted to put you
so-
down so it was easy to see what you had.
Yeah, so Epiphany. So does that mean like I can just walk like straight over here?
You can walk. Basically, let me draw a line here
Yeah,
real
because
quick.
because I'm not sure. Like, is this pillar thing in the way here? Like,
That's,
can I-
Pillar
that's,
is-
that's the
That's
support
downstairs.
structure below.
That's the support
sorry,
for
just her speaking, please.
the round pillars are the support for the balcony. They are
Talking about
under
this.
you.
Talking
That
about
is
this.
underneath you. That is actually like a sarcophagus sort of thing.
Okay, so I can just walk straight over here.
Yes.
Okay,
You
cool.
can, but the floor might fall out.
Well, we'll do it anyway.
All right.
Give me a dex save.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Open up, you stupid sheet.
Please roll high.
Okay.
Hey.
You manage. There is a noise as the area underneath you collapses. Let me get here and bring this into view. So you now have a hole that opened just as you stepped on it, but you managed to pull back just in time, and you did not fall into the hole. But the stones fell at your feet there, where it says C. That is where the floor fell apart.
Okay. My
But-
sheet is acting really weird.
So you are still
Okay.
on the balcony, but there is a hole right there in front of you.
Epiphany is going to roar out, "Victoro, you are always a disappointment," and roll his arm out and let the tendrils unfurl and just exhale this black mist that settles right on top of this guy. And then it explodes into a 20-foot radius void of shrieking blackness.
Oh, this is.
Is it
all right.
is it darkness or what is it?
Let me just post the dang thing.
Yeah.
This is what I was
Is it-
apologizing about.
Is it a sphere or is it a cone?
It is a sphere.
Cool. I should be out of range then, since I'm 20 feet up.
Don't care about me. I see.
You'll be fine.
Well, you've been kind of a dick to him for the past year, so.
Past
All right.
11 days.
So,
Not on purpose.
void tear, hole in reality, exposing a distant entropy to your area. 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on a point with range and lasting. All right, now hold mark and show me right on top of that guy.
This is the origin point.
All right, and it is, what's the diameter again? 20-foot radius. Okay, hold on, you're about to get it here. Just a second. 5, 10, 15, 20. And if I can find the other corner, where did it go?
You're on the edge, you can back up.
And now I am, let's see, it needs to be just a bit bigger. Yeah, you would be just out of it there, about, we'll call it that you're just right on the edge. Now let me put this on the map layer so you can see.
Ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
that is
I
really
like
cool.
it.
I approve.
Okay. So any creature that starts its turn in that area takes 9 cold damage, and any creature that ends its turn there must take a dex save or take 8 acid damage.
All right, so
The
I'm going to have a
area
lot of rolls in a moment.
is, areas inside, creatures inside the area are blinded.
All right.
So
Very
can
good.
we see into it?
No light or
Okay.
magic will otherwise can illuminate the area, and creatures within the area are blinded. I don't know. It doesn't. It just says sphere of blackness and bitter cold. It doesn't say darkness. It just says if you're in here, you're blind.
It exposes a distant, unknowable entropy to your area. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming you're like seeing a hole into planar
Reality.
void
Yeah.
that is around this area, which is going to be really interesting considering some things that are here.
I make it interesting with planar reality.
All right, Shepard,
Nice.
what is your pre-battle move?
I'm moving straight forward. Since Apo had clarified that it's a 20-foot sphere and I'm already 20 feet up in the air, I should be out of its range even going through it. So, seeing as I'm also
Yeah, you
out
would
of 30
just
feet,
you would
It
skim the
wouldn't be able
top
to
of
see
it.
you either.
Yeah, yeah, you
Nope,
would
that's
just
fine.
skim the top
that's why
of
I
it.
asked. That's why I asked how if it was a cylinder or sphere. Because if it was a cylinder, I'd be screwed.
Yeah, but it's a sphere, and
It's a sphere,
so
so
at
I'm
the-
And I
fine.
put the origin point
at
at the
the-
ground.
yeah, but it still would be 20 feet high, and this room is 20 feet high.
It's only if you start or end your turn there. You can pass through it without damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as long
can
as you
skirt
go
around
through it, yeah. So if you
Yeah,
want
so
to,
I'm going to dash and move all the way over to the side of the statue since I can't get to the statue in one turn.
very good. And as you move in there, you can clearly see that the thing that is chained to the pillar is very fiendish in its structure and is screeching in it's incoherent. Even if, do you speak any kind of fiend language of any kind?
Nope.
Even if you could, and I think a couple of you can, what's coming out of its mouth makes no sense. It is gibberish. It is screaming nonsense. It is completely insane.
Oh god, I don't know if killing that thing would be helpful to us or not.
Well, do we know if they're trying to kill it?
You don't
Well,
know
it's
why
chained up.
it's chained.
So obviously they're not, or else they would have killed it already.
Maybe
mean,
it's
I
they're
know-
saving it for the ritual. They haven't killed the civilians either.
I mean, I know OC'ly what it is since I remember what Epiphany said with, or Savio said with Lady Castellanter.
We know who it is, but we don't know if they're trying to kill him.
I mean, I don't think they're trying to kill him.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So should we
Alright.
kill him?
The quandaries of
We'll burn
moral
that bridge
decisions.
when we get to it.
Yep. Relian, what are you doing as we begin?
Let's see here. That's gonna happen one way or another. Okay, who's ready for another dramatic Reliant moment?
I am.
Fireball!
You mean more civilian casualties?
You know what? Looking... Oof, that's gonna happen if I do that.
Mm-hmm. Just do it. You can't see them. You don't know.
You can't see them, and you know what? They're going to start taking damage at the start of their turn anyway.
I mean,
And at
that's
the end of their turn. And they automatically fail because they're unconscious.
Well, that's got to happen one way or another. We're trying to do this. Plus, it might not matter in a little while anyway. So, anyway, Relian's going to stand up to his full height, and in Infernal, he is going to shout out, "King of the Hells, I know you can hear me. In the name of Mystra, in the name of Ogma, in the name of Seamorph, in the name of all the gods your servants have unwittingly insulted this day with their plot, I charge thee to abjure from the collection of all innocent souls, be they promised to you or not. Instead, collect only those who have sworn themselves to you. And now I give you your past due payment." He's going to thrust out his staff and shoot into the center of the void of darkness. And of course,
Okay, so
it's
you're
going
doing
to
your,
change
your
again
light
into blah,
to
into lightning.
elemental change there that will make it lightning damage. Okay, so you are, and it is a what radius?
It's a 20-foot sphere.
So 20-foot diameter or
You
20
can
foot
diameter.
radius?
So basically,
Half of what this is what I'm trying to.
There we
figure
go.
out.
It's not a 20-foot radius.
I thought it was a radius, not a diameter.
I think it's it might be a 20-foot radius because it's pretty big.
20-foot radius.
Fireball? Yeah, it's just the same area that I've got if he shoots the same target.
Okay, so yeah, basically we not only have this void, but searing flames come out of the void.
Searing
And-
lightning.
Yeah, so I'm going to
That
have
nobody gets to
a hell of
see.
a lot of rolls when we get started here because I'm going to have to roll for all this damage on all these creatures, including the helpless innocents that are in the area.
I
So
don't think you need to roll for them. They just
I don't
die.
think so either.
I'm
yes.
sorry, but
Yes, I
But,
think that
after
they're
he's
pretty
done-
much, considering that commoners have what, like 4 hit points or something. Yeah.
Mm.
after he's done, Relian's going to look at the tip of his staff and says, "What is going on today? I'm trying to shoot fire, not lightning."
You know, when you get to the age that Relian is, sometimes your staff just doesn't work like you want it to anymore.
Ouch.
I'm 22.
How old are you in sorcerer years?
4,697.
Precisely.
All right, let's see what we've got left here. Nakri, you're the last surprise round.
No, I'm good with not doing anything. I'm waiting to see how this plays out. As much as it annoys her, and she'd rather just go down and beat people across the face with a mace. She's just like, you know what? They've got it. I'm gonna let them do them.
Very good. All right, so now we are in real combat. All of these creatures react to what is going on. And now, give me about 20 minutes while I do all of the rolls for all of the people and their damage. All right, so first let's take the Void Tear. Anyone that starts its turn in the area takes 9 cold damage. So that will I will go ahead and do that for each of these creatures that will probably be starting their turn there anyway. So I'll just go ahead and get it taken care of. So 9 cold damage on, wrong layer, on him. And her. Let's see, there's no save on it, is there? No.
Yeah, it's just they start their turn there, and then they can try to leave. If they don't leave, then they do a dex save.
And the guy at the pillar takes it. And this hooded guy down here takes it. Only thing is, actually, I forgot to do something with him first because he had an intervening round. And now I do the 9. The guy of the triad, the guy on the south, turns, and where his head should be, you see swirling darkness.
Kevin! I found you!
So this guy down here is clearly, and you would recognize if you saw a glimpse of this, that you are dealing with that whatever that shapeshifter thing is, that abyssal being that you've been fighting all the way through this. All right, now let's take a look at these guys. And
Statue was Kevin the entire time?
all of the cultists
Part of me always knew.
take 9 damage, so I got to get that off of all of these guys. And I wish there was a group thing I could do on this where I could just like grab a group and say, all of them get it. But I can't. All right, him. And why? What? Oh, I've picked up the body. That's what it is.
I'm
Oh,
sure
and by
all
the-
the bodies would probably just be insta-dead.
Yeah, they're all dead, and I'm going to do something with them in a moment. This
Okay.
guy should have the same amount as he does. I don't know why it's got a different amount because he hasn't been hit. So I'll get him the same. And, all right, do I have something set on HP or something? No? All right, I don't know why these guys were showing incorrect, but I will correct them. All right, and now the ones around Cashin. This one, who seems to have no hit points at all. Why does he have no hit points at all?
Nope, that means he's dead.
Yeah, he should have
Hmm.
7 of his. 16. I don't know I copied them off of the others. Oh, I pulled them off those ones in the upper corner that they had stored there. They must not have had it set right, is what must have been going on. But I've just got to make sure everybody has the correct amount when we start out.
No.
And this one. All right, so they are all down in hit points. All of the bodies except the one that Cashin is dragging are dead. So let's see. And I would
Jesus.
say the 3 here on the side. So I'm going to drag these bodies over to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4,
8 in total.
5, 6, 7, 8.
It's like the
Yes.
worst version of Count of the Sesame Street vampire.
Yeah, 8 bodies. So now I need
No, that's a total of
to-
13 bodies.
What's a total of 13?
The amount of people Relians killed.
Oh, okay. That's not what I'm counting. I'm counting something else. I've got to add 8 to this, which makes it 32. All right. Now I have to do for the fireball, which I think
All
will
right.
probably wipe out
I'm
the
so
rest
sorry.
of the cultists, which will be interesting. All right, we
Don't
had
kill all the
18
cultists.
We had 18 fire damage on them. Yep, every cultist that's within the area, which is everybody but the ones alongside Cashin, are dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
Hey, I killed 8 innocent people and 8 evil people. It balances out.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
definitely how it works.
There are still the 5 other bodies upstairs.
Hey, after all the good I've done for this city, I think I'm allowed a little leeway here.
And then,
So long as you revive them.
now, yeah, because they couldn't even if they'd taken half damage, they would have been dead, so I didn't even roll for them. Now I will roll for
Alright.
the 3 of these guys and see what they do on their dex
Question.
roll. Just a second, let me concentrate on this and then I will. She failed, so she took the 18. Come on. Minus 18. Victoro, dex save. That was a DC 15. He failed. He takes the 18. And Wilfort / Stadget / everybody else will roll. Here he is. He's got high dex. Let's see if it works for him. He rolls nope, he failed it. He took the 18 damage.
I'm enjoying this very much.
And the guy chained at the pillar.
Well, since he's chained, he can't automatically do anything about it.
Well, he can still move. He's not chained. He's just got long chains and manacles. He's not tied to the thing. He just can't move away from it. But he would have disadvantage on it because he cannot move as far. Only it's not one. There we go. Yeah, he failed it, so he takes the 18.
Doesn't really matter now, but my question was, since they can't see, do the others also have disadvantage?
No, because this is just a do they dive? They could go in any direction without being able to see where they were going, but none of them made it. They all took full damage. They were all unable to dodge it, so there was a lot of damage going on in there.
God, Mr. High and Mighty is taking over 50 points of damage right now. He can't be sitting pretty right now.
All right. So now, let's see. Cashin, we finally can actually have an action from you.
Cashin will continue playing the role and looks to the 2 cultists and say to them quietly, "You two, go up the stairs and try to flank them. I'll climb up and see if I can get them from behind."
Oh, I just remembered something too on him because of what he's got. Yeah, actually, he only took half damage. I forgot about something. It had nothing to do with his dex rolls. So he gets a +9. All right.
Do I need to roll persuasion to convince them?
Second. What did you try to convince him of?
No, I was trying to convince the 2 cultists to go up the stairs so that they can try and
roll
flank.
Persuasion, and they will roll for wisdom against you to see if they are wise enough to. Actually, this is going to be a reverse roll because if they are wise enough, if they beat you, they see the wisdom in your words. If they don't beat you, they don't see the wisdom. So roll your persuasion.
Please roll.
Oof.
That's good.
That's well rolled.
That is true.
They rolled a 19 and a 14, so both of them see the wisdom in your words. Drop if they still had a body part that they were holding, a dead foot or whatever. They take off running.
Suddenly,
All right.
screams erupt from the hallway.
My legs!
All
And
right.
Cashin will start climbing up the pillar to join the party, or attack them, quote
Give
unquote.
me a dexterity roll for your climb.
All right.
Oh,
acrobatics.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
what a turnaround.
Okay, you are able to climb up and over the railing for to be with the party. So you're all above the floor now. All right. So these the devil that's on the south can't see through this thing, but it moves forward. You see it disappear into this void, and it is doing something inside the fog,
Mist.
in the invisibility, something it is doing there. All you can say is it moved in the general direction of Victoro, and it seemed to be able to see where it was moving. Apparently planar shifts and planar voids do not hinder that particular being, because it seemed to know what it was doing. And it will, let's see what its range is on that, if it makes it 150 feet. Okay, 150 feet. Oh, yes. All right. So it will fire its hurl flame at the one who's closest to it, which would be Epiphany.
Will there be any disadvantage or
No.
extra armor because of the 20 feet up on the balcony?
I'll give you a +2. Because you do have partial cover.
If this thing is also fiend, if my protection from good and evil is still up, then that's the disadvantage also.
All right, it rolled a 24 and a 21.
So a 19.
So you add 2 to your armor. Did it hit?
If that's to me, my armor is 16 with a +2.
All right, so it hit. You take 9 fire damage.
Oh, no, I don't. I take half of that.
All right. That's why I
So
specified. I thought you might have some resistance there.
Okay, so that would be what, 4? Okay. I'll do my con save.
And then as additional movement, you see it and Victoro. Well, if probably Shepard would see it. None of the others of you would be able to see past this void much.
The void's gone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, and well, in that case,
Must be on the map. Map and background. Yes, it's on map. Okay. All right. So all of you see this devil that moved in and fired at you as the fog. It was holding Victoro as this fog dissipated and was pulling him northward. So the two of them, Victoro is half dragged as this thing moves just a little bit. Can't move very far because it's got Victoro in tow, but it was starting to move him out of the fog was what it was trying to do. All right, so now the woman will throw melee only, but ranged she will throw a dagger if she's within range. 20-60. I don't think she's going to have good 20. So she's at disadvantage. She will throw a dagger again at the closest one because she's having problems. So a ranged dagger attack is thrown at Epiphany, and you still have your... Come Come on.
So I'm a 16.
Come on. It's not. I'm going to wind up with a whole bunch of them. I clicked it 4 times. There it goes. She misses entirely. It just zings off the banister and bounces onto the floor of the temple. So now we are at Varys.
Varys, the darkness is gone, right?
Yes.
Varys steps back up to the edge, and he is going to use a bonus action to give himself the extra d4 and take 2 longbow attacks at, the
shape, or
I guess he can't really see. Would he have line of sight on Victoria from the edge?
That's why it was trying to move him to safety. It was trying to get him.
yeah, there's this blocking the way, so it's better to hit either the priestess or our shadow fiend friend.
Shadow Fiend friend we know can fly, but I don't have magical attacks. So,
Do we know
pew
it
pew
can
at
fly?
priestess.
You haven't seen him fly, no.
He can shapeshift into something that can fly, probably.
Yes.
That's
But
true. But if
you
he
have
flies
not
up here
seen
by
him.
himself, he's going to be in a world of hurt.
Yeah.
26 and a 22 to attack. 19 for a total of 23 damage.
Okie doke. And you were shooting
Again.
at the shapeshifter?
No, I was shooting at the priestess.
Okay, yeah, I know you hit her. And I'm not. Yes, you hit her on both of those for 19 damage.
Plus
2
the
of them ran
23.
towards the stairs.
Okay, so it was 22 altogether?
23 altogether.
3 altogether. All right. So, any other actions before the next guy here?
Nope.
All right. Our shape-shifting friend begins to melt, and he just turns into a gaseous mist and disappears from your sight. You cannot see where he is. All right. And it is Epiphany's turn.
Okay. I'm just reading one thing. Sorry. I don't think that'll work. So Epiphany is going to just cast at this. Just cast Mind Sliver at that chick.
Okay.
Hey, 11 damage.
And that is
Oh, that should be
DC 14 Intelligence. Int. And she rolled very low. Thought she was smarter than that. But she failed, so she takes 11 damage.
Well, being shot by arrows and all that other stuff.
Yes.
Subtract 3 on her next save if she makes one before my next turn.
All right. And these are all off the board. Take them off the board. They're no longer there. Come on. I'm clicking you. I don't want to delete Shepherd when you decide to take it. There we go. All right, Shepherd, it's your turn.
I go ahead and I strike at the statue with the mace.
Very good. And I've got to see what its DC, and it's
It's got a DC.
yeah, it's an
yeah.
inanimate object with a DC and a armor class kind of thing that they have. I've got to find what it is. And where's the temple itself? Oh, there we are. See. All right, so it's a DC. All right, so give me a strike for its armor class is 12. You
17.
hit. Okay, so you knock several chips off of the statue. However,
Do I feel anything with the mace yet?
the mace is like starting to almost sing in your hands. It seems to be ecstatic as it hits it.
Okay. I will move my way over to this side of the statue. Oh, well, here, before I do that, because I have 30 feet of movement, I'm going to go fly over to this area with 10 feet, and I am 20 feet high. Bonus action, where is it? Bonus action, spiritual weapon, and it's going to go after Victoro for a 17 to hit.
And that is a hit. Okay.
For 12 damage, force damage. And then I will move over here to
Out of line of sight.
out of line of sight of most of the group and try to make it so that I'm out of their range as well. So I'm over here with the
Okay.
rest of my movement. And I'll just say to myself, I thought I would have more time for this.
Victoro takes the disengage action just in case that there's anything around him. No, actually, he doesn't have anybody at all, so he is going to take the dash action instead. Makes more sense for him. So he will run north into what looks like a natural tunnel, not a man-made tunnel, and he will proceed to run well off your line of sight. You wouldn't be able to see him because he runs down this tunnel and around this way.
Okay.
Coward.
All right. Relian.
He's still poisoned.
Yep.
He is still poisoned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Madam DM, I have got a question. I still have one or two of these beads of fireball on me. Would my elemental spell be able to change them as I activate them?
I'm going to say yes. I'm just going to do a fiat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Relian is just going to plant his feet. He's just going to shout, "Colby!" And he's going to lob this bead of Thunderball towards over to these guys. And going to make sure that it's out. It doesn't hits those four, but I'm going to make sure it doesn't hit Shepard because
I know
think
you
I
can
see him.
I know you can find a corner there that it would manage to do it. So we'll just.
I'm about 20 feet away and 20 feet up. The
All
spear
right,
won't hit me.
so let's do this again.
Oh, you say thunder?
Well,
Lightning.
Lightning, yeah.
Oh, well, I think thunder would have an effect on the statue.
Yeah, but this is on the fiat. I'm not. It's just going to be straight damage, just like a fireball would.
Aight. Well, pull that up.
20. Yes, I will take that 24 damage.
All right, let's see who's still around. She's not. Oh wait, she's got to do a dex save. She might still.
Yes.
Let me put her back for a
Bring her
second.
back.
She might
So
make
she
it.
can suffer the pain.
Yeah, let's see if she's able to do a 15. Yeah, actually, she rolled a 24, so she only 12.
She
But
knocks
she's
3 off of the roll.
yeah,
21.
she's not in what you would call the best of shape.
Brilliant's going to tauntingly call out, "You're all gonna die!"
Oh my.
Red Ram!
The devil that was helping Victoro, where is he? Over here. He rolls a dex. He's got high dex. Let's see if it avails him. If roll 20 will ever roll it. There we go. Oh yeah, he crit saved, so he took the 9, or 12, excuse me. And why is he not showing his hit points? He should have.
I think it's time to charge these mothers.
I was just thinking that.
Make them come to us. That's why we got the spike growth.
12.
Well, now most of them are dead. I'd say probably
Yeah.
give it one more round to shoot at them, but then we need to probably jump down and engage.
And then the dude that is chained to the pillar. Dex save. Fails because he's got disadvantage. He can't move as far. So he fails. He takes the 24. All right. And the devil that is alongside the statue does his dex. $13 fails, so he takes it all. All right. The guy at the who is chained up is screeching and screaming and yanking at his chains, trying to get loose, but he cannot get loose at this point in time. I want to double check on sanity things here.
Is this Victor's son or brother?
It's his eldest son, Osvaldo.
Yeah.
Okay, Epi, we might have to kill your grandkid.
He was a spoil sod anyway.
This this one is no longer our grandson.
All right, so he is yanking, pulling. Meanwhile, let's see, that's this one. He moves over and releases the chains, undoes them from the pillar, and releases
You fool!
him. Release the Kraken. So now the thing that is was chained up is now free, and he begins to swing his chains around his head like bolos.
Like Kratos.
Nakre.
Mm-hmm. Right here. Right here, and oh boy. So I probably have some time before anything shows up on that balcony. There's only really one.
I doubt anything's
Wait
going to show up on your balcony,
Yeah,
actually.
most likely. Let's get to that spike growth. I'm gonna carefully move up. What's the range on this stupid thing?
The right crossbow should be 6120.
It has your marked 8320.
Ah, okay.
Oh, apparently it has it marked.
Crossbows get a bit of bonus
Uh,
range.
Yeah, I apparently have proficiency in it.
Well, you're a fighter, of course you do.
You have proficiency in everything, including back scratchers.
Alright, so what target do I have in here? So this is the
That's right, it
priestess,
does say all weapons.
is it the priestess right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I'm following, but I was like, God.
The
keeping track of
priestess
what
does
the icons.
not look like she is in healthy shape at all.
Cashin's just gonna duck because his crossbow senses are tingling.
Yeah,
Did
I'm
you
gonna
manage to get up this time?
I'm gonna take the shot.
Yeah, he did get up.
Yeah, he got up.
Nice.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh yeah.
That is a hit for 6 damage.
No, I think that's only counts as 4. Because dueling style.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay,
I think dueling style doesn't count on the
She
double
is
check.
still alive, but
Shoot again.
Oh, it's melee weapon in one hand. Okay, yep. So,
she's.
can I do extra attack with this?
I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, are
With any
yeah.
crossbow, no.
Yeah,
With-
I can.
Yeah.
This is. I can attack twice. It doesn't say whenever I
Yes,
take.
but
an
crossbows
action.
have the loading property.
This is true.
That's right. Yep. They
Unless
do.
you have the crossbow expert feat, you
That's right.
cannot.
Bows
attack
you can attack twice, but crossbows you can't because of the loading. That's
Alright,
correct.
I'll just take the extra attack as the reload.
Yep. So you're
Yep.
ready to go. All right. So Cashin, we're back to you.
Well, he was going to say something towards Victorio, but he pussed out.
He ran away like a sandy beach.
He bravely ran away.
Run away.
So, yeah,
he's just
run away.
He's just going to direct his loathing towards the already half-dead priestess.
Half dead, more like 99/100ths dead, and she is now
And what was that?
all the way dead.
Yep. Batoing.
All right. Which one of the two devils is this one? This one will head for. Actually, it will nope out as well because it. Whoops. Oh,
I'll
that
move
is,
that up. I'll
The
move
spiritual
that
weapon.
sorry about that.
Spiritual weapon is like, nope, get back here.
The spiritual weapon grew a sentience and is now a coward.
Because
he's
these guys
chasing
were
after
basically
Victorio.
these guys were basically tasked with keeping Victorio alive, and Victorio has noped out, so that one's got to nope out with him. So it will nope out Varys.
These guys are starting to run away.
That one. The priestess is dead. There's a devil and this horrible twisted creature swinging chains that remain.
But I wouldn't have line of sight on them. I am going to jump off of the ledge.
Hoping you have
And-
the ball thing.
Give me
slow
a dex
fall, yeah.
first. Yeah, okay, you got a slow fall? Okay.
So 2d6, and I think it's 4 times my monk level, which is more than 11.
Reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level.
5 times, definitely. So that was, would you say, about 5 feet of movement?
To jump down,
To
That-
just
you're-
jump off the edge.
you're 10 feet of above the floor.
Well, no, he means his movement. The
Yeah,
amount of
you would have
movement
moved
he's
Right,
allowed.
5
just the-
feet forward and then jump.
Just fall.
Okay.
So I still have 45 feet of movement. But there are bad guys standing here. So I'm just going to come over here and start taking shots!
Okay.
Shots. Everybody.
And you are firing at which one of those two?
I was firing at the one behind. Actually, that seems like it'd be a more difficult shot. I was firing
you'll
at the
have half cover.
previously changed creature.
Okay, the changed creature then has. All right, so the second one hits, and I add the 2.
Yes.
Okay,
So
it
total of
makes
14 damage.
14. All right. And Cashin has a surprise.
Uh-oh.
I knew it.
Right in his face, an amorphous being solidifies into visibility. It does not look like anything. It looks like molten mercury that has solidified into a form. It just looks
SOC
like
9000.
it's just a molten piece of liquid metal that solidifies suddenly right in front of you. It has climbed up this post and is right in front of you, and it proceeds to slam with each of its fists at you.
No, I will not give you my clothes.
Salam. A 20 and an 8. Does the 20
I
hit?
use my uncanny dodge on the 20.
All right. And let's see. That is all it can do in this form. So, Epiphany.
Damage.
Oh, I thought you used. Oh, it halves your damage. Yeah. Okay. So damage was 8. So you took 4.
So Cashin is down below.
No, he's up on the
Oh, he's
balcony.
up here with
He
us.
climbed up.
So this thing is up with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
It climbed up the same post he climbed up and tried to attack Cashin.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I just want to read something really quick. Can I just try to Sparta kick him off?
You can try.
Oh, he looks pretty strong, doesn't he?
Yes, he looks quite strong, actually.
Yeah, we're just gonna corrosive strike him.
Okay, and I gotta see if it has any vulnerabilities here. All right, so and what acid damage? All right, so he does not have any resistance to that, so that is a hit. So he takes 6 acid damage. Part of that metallic mercury molten lead look kind of dissolves and hisses as it does. Shepard.
Bonus action. Spiritual weapon on the chain devil. Ooh!
Whoa. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I really wanted to hit him. I really wanted to hit him. I think what it was is I really wanted to hit Victoro, but it's giving me this instead.
I mean,
We can't all get what we want.
I mean, with Varus's poison arrow, he's probably going to die unless that demon somehow saves him.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that hit.
Yes, it
I
did.
am going to main action strike at the statue again.
Okay.
10.
That does not hit. It rebounds off of its armor. Of its
Yeah.
of
It
the
comes
stone.
to
The
fruition.
stone kind of reverberates, but does not give way on that one. Any other actions?
I am going to move the rest. 20. No, we're going to move back to this way. And I'm going to yell out, Asmodeus, your most loyal servant has fled. You only have me now. Show yourself. I've come to bargain.
And I just thought I've got 3 more dead that I have to add to this. Okay.
So I'm calling for Asmodeus to show himself, and that will end my turn.
Relian.
Not a divine intervention roll I'd want to do.
Rel is going to make it to the spot where Varus was. Make sure he's on stable footing, and he's going to shout out, "I thought we were leaving the stupid plans to me!"
Oh, she's shouting at the Varus?
I'm in charge of stupid.
No,
No,
to
he's-
Shepard.
And people call me crazy. He's going to thrust out his fingers, and he's actually going to see if he can do anything to this statue. He's firing 3 firecrackers at the statue to see if it does anything.
And they do hit. So you do, let's see, I've got to,
Nine.
forgot to put this up. And you did, what was your first damage on it? It was 3 damage you did back away, Shepherd. Was that what it was?
I'm sorry?
The damage,
yeah, 3.
3 damage to the statue back away.
Yeah, three damage
so
to
it
the
would be
statue.
at this point. And you just did 7, 9. A large hunk of this statue falls off. There is the reason I wasn't saying anything for a moment, I'm thinking. There is a sense of a voice in your head, Shepherd, that first of all, give me a constitution to see how badly it affects you.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. 14.
You are able to withstand it, but you know where this voice comes from. And it says to you in your head, you do not carry the blood or the contract. The blood is mine.
Am I able to respond?
If you want to.
The blood is too weak. You would wait decades for whatever plans you have for the children, Terenzio and Elzarina.
They will be mine tonight. You have
I
not
offer you
paid
something.
the price.
I will offer you something better than them.
Only the blood pays the contract.
I know you seek divine blood. I have it as well.
There is a pause with this.
Release Terenzio and Elzarina from the contract, and you can have me instead.
Oh boy.
Now we know why we're going to Avernus.
Oh, what a delightful toy you offer me. That could be entirely amusing. A deal. The money, and you will pay the price.
Do I get any reactions before I assume I disappear?
Cashin will yell out the usual stuff. No, what are you doing, you fool?
Stop,
You still owe me money.
Clear my browser history.
The first thing that the group of you notices is that the gold evaporates, disappears.
Do I get a chance to do
And
anything
that's another
before-
reason Cashin
And
is
then
sad.
you will have your last words.
Okay.
Drop the hammer.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's one of the things I'm doing. I throw the hammer as far as I can towards the balcony, and I'll yell for them, protect the children, protect her. And then I assume that I poof.
Oh, there you are. Hi.
And there is a swirl of void, and a planar door opens up, and you can see like a hole in space, and you can see stars and flames and emptiness, and like he's being drawn
Often knows what
out
I'm
of
talking about.
spaghetti into a black hole. The shepherd draws out longer and longer and pops out of existence as the hole disappears.
But not before he gives a thumbs up.
I do look like I tried to fight it, but obviously I can't.
Okay. And all the gold is gone. Which I'm trying to get, but it wants to only give me bodies instead. There we go.
I'm just moving the party token here so that I can actually see what happens since now I'm no longer there.
Right. Yep. That's your eyeball and guy. All right. So now we are this thing that was chained. Relian, did you take your turn? Yes. No? Relian?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the firecrackers.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So the thing that was chained, let's see. Varys is the only one on this level.
Yes.
All righty.
You guys would also see that the scythe has
Wait, why are
also
they still ticked off at us?
disappeared.
This thing.
Wait, why are they
isn't
still ticked off
ticked
at us?
off
The
it.
deal's concluded.
Yeah, this thing has no deals. This isn't a deal creature. This is an insane, completely out of its mind.
10-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Grandpa's gonna have to put him to bed, isn't he?
All right, let's see. And its movement is 30, so it will move to about, looks like about there. And this thing can move a lot further. No, only 30. Okay, I thought it had a... So it will run with it towards Varys. And we are up to Nokri.
Our healer just died.
Okay, we got that thing in front of Cassian. Where did the hammer land?
Well, it would be up on the balcony, laying on the floor of the balcony.
I think
don't-
it would be. I
Probably
think
close to Epiphany.
Yeah, probably right
Alright.
here.
I'll probably shout for Epiphany to get the mace, and I will. Let's see. I'm assuming that going from here to here is relatively safe. I would have seen where people could have walked to get there.
Yeah, there's two holes. You can see the holes where those C and the box is. Those are the holes in the floor.
Just let her get there and hit somebody.
Okay, you know what? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just making sure before I go fall into the goddamn.
You can get around the hole. You know where it is. You'd
Yeah.
be able to jump over it. Yeah.
All right, you
So
know what?
I'm-
Hold on. Time out. I'm sorry. I just have to say this. First time Shepard has a chance to shine, he chooses not to come with us for this frickin' murder incident. Second time he has his time to shine in this very mansion not too long ago, he diverts from the group. Third time, he goes ahead and frickin' just goes to hell. Gore, you have literally played the worst healer ever.
I mean, he's right up there with Mink, but still.
I
Hey.
have something to tell you guys after stream.
I did decent healing.
Just
When you actually heal.
Nokri, just kill
I
him.
mean, healing in healing in
let's
5e.
let's get this
is more
over. I'm
triage.
over the when we should be stopping. So let's move ahead
Yeah.
and get
I was-
this ended.
As moving over, probably would have just dropped crossbow and then blap, blap. Of course, my hits are like low. I'm pissed.
Okay, so I don't think neither of those hit.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
Damage
Cashin.
is great on them, but
Cashin, you've got this thing right in front of you.
From hell's heart I stab at thee.
This is the guy you need vengeance against.
God damn it.
Not one to give me a D20 roll. Okay, you managed to make it look like you meant to do that. You missed with style.
Well, I then use my dagger.
That's
I
the
drop.
benefit of the dual wield.
Yeah,
Crit.
yeah.
Oh,
Nope, didn't hit with that either, but you didn't crit miss.
And I did max sneak attack.
And it is up to Vetus.
these guys are looking like they're coming straight at me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the
Okay,
only
let
thing they can
me.
see. They're headed right for you.
That's an action. I am going to cast Jump on myself, which is not a concentration spell. It just lasts for a minute. You said that this was a 20-foot high room, right?
Yes, the balcony is 10 feet up.
And okay, in that case, I'm not even going to cast jump because I can just make it. I'm going to jump up the balcony using 5 feet for the running long jump.
Monks, they're great.
I know. I'm playing one in a Saturday game.
Onto the other side of the balcony here, and it's going to resume his pew-pew down below.
All right. So let me draw a line across there again and show me, because where you are hanging off the balcony. Let me show me where you are.
What do you mean?
That's the edge of the balcony. So yeah, put yourself on the balcony. Give me a dex save.
Ah, did I go back up onto it? Gosh dang it.
Damn it.
You are now on the floor again. You fall immediately
All right, well,
through. And
I'll use
roll
slow
a
fall.
D6. Yeah, okay. So if you can use your slow fall, but you would take a D6 worth of falling damage otherwise. So let me put this on
I'll
the...
slow fall. And then I guess that it's just destined for me to go into melee. So
You can't move anymore?
no, I can move a whole lot. I'm a monk.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to shift into bear form and go up on the attack.
Okay, you've got a bear token now you can drag on easily. So you can just drag that into place. But it's probably going to be too big and I'll have to shrink it. Yeah, but other than that...
The return of Barris.
Yep, Barris returns. Actually, it's pretty close to the right size, but just a little bit too big. There we go, more like that. All right. All right, are you doing an attack on this round, or have you used up all those monk attacks?
Nope.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so you did indeed
That
hit
extra
on
one
both
is
of
so
those.
important.
Yes, but you did a total of 13, 20 through
24.
24 damage on which one?
To the chain devil.
He is gone.
All
Well,
right.
rest in peace, Osvaldo.
That was have we been like hitting it?
Because we've been bombarding him with
He
damage
got
the whole time.
fireball. He got your void
Okay.
spell. He was already pretty beat down. All right. The shadow creepy creature in front of Cashin hisses and proceeds to try and slam him again with these molten looking fists. And he rolls a 20 and a 7.
Evasion again.
Okay,
Or
so
dodge.
he hit you with 5, so that would be 2 damage.
I'll out-tank the bastard.
Epiphany.
I gotta ask, do we still have Bander's attack?
Yes, all of the NPCs
Oh, yeah.
are still there.
I'm gonna use Bander's attack on the shapeshifter.
Okay.
We've got Banders, we've got Durnan, we've got
We also have
Jarlax.
I want
Jarlax.
to use Banders specifically for the irony.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, definitely.
That would probably be good. He comes rushing forward and uses his long sword to whack at him twice.
And one short sword too.
the other guard.
Yep. Yes, that's right.
Okay, you know what? You know what that reminds me of? In honor of the game we all met on, Leroy
Banders.
All 3 of those hit. For
Yeah.
7 plus 5 is 12 plus 8 is 20. Is it enough? He is dead. He melts
Poetic justice as
into a black amorphous form and slides off the
not really.
railing
How about
down the pillar and oozes out onto the floor.
How about this for cinematic that the creature had Cashin up against the balcony ledge trying to choke him out, and then Banders just gets him from behind.
Yeah.
I remember from the bottom, probably the side, but yeah.
It would, yep.
Banders.
All right, so he is dead.
Yeah.
Finally, this creature is dead.
The real Sergeant and
Yep.
the real Sergeant and all those people have been avenged.
All right, so I'm going to stretch this long enough to try and finish this last battle that you've got. Let's go, guys. Let's finish it up. Relian or Epiphany, it's up to you. Oh, no, you used...
Yeah, just went, yeah.
Yeah, Relian.
Fireball. No.
Please don't do fireball.
I didn't ask how big the room was.
I didn't ask how many of my team members were there. I said fireball.
Well, technically only one, you know. But anyway, let's see. What legendary action do we have left?
A lot.
Sure.
We have Jarlaxle, so he can throw his daggers.
We have Vincent, everything of Trench, Jarlaxle, Durnan, Davil.
Do Mert on that thing.
Mert, I think.
We only had the intercept, not his.
Not his attack. Yeah.
Use Mert attack. Release the Mert.
Okay.
My
I once more call upon the power of Mutt. Your friend's kind of dead.
It ain't over until the fat man in the dress and a blonde wig sings.
Right, pretty much. And for an old fat guy, he moves pretty fast as he comes charging in and makes 3 attacks on the devil. 2 with his long sword. And 1 with his dagger.
He does an
Avenge your
extra
fallen friend,
46.
Mert.
And hit, and that one may be a hit. That
Look
one's
on the
a
bright
hit
side.
too. Yeah, he does 15 plus 7 is 23, plus 7 is 30, plus he does how much extra on his special?
46.
46, yeah.
4d6 damage. Okay, so
30 plus.
roll 4d6. 14.
44.
It is still alive, but he did one hell of a lot of damage to it.
Yes, he did.
Is he one hell of a butler?
Could I have used my object interaction on my turn to pick up the hammer?
Yes.
Okay. So
That I'd call it, yeah.
It burns.
It should. It actually does radiant damage.
It does, yeah. And so the Barbed Devil then will try to hurt Barris.
AC 17.
Claw and tail on this particular hit. 15 and 22.
22 hits.
Okay, you're back to showing a 10 for your armor. We've got to change that.
I'll fix it real quick.
And so that hits for 8 piercing damage on the bear. Nokre.
I want to get down the bottom floor because I would like for Epiphany to drop that mace to me.
Well, I mean, you could
So
drop down through the holes or jump over the banister. You just have to roll 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll drop down to the closest hole, which is like right beside me. Anyways,
Okay, roll a 1d6.
1d6. Do.
You take 2 falling damage as you drop.
So yeah, I will be. Okay,
You sprain a toe.
Dent some armor here. Yeah, I will move to about here and then look up to catch the mace from Epiphany.
Okey-doke. I will say that you've got the mace in the interest of time. Cashin.
Reaction to drop. Please take it from me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if that's the case, I'd like to just take the remainder of my action and then do it as a dash to go to where I need to go start beating on a statue.
That will be fine. Go ahead.
Meanwhile, Cashin, since this all
Fast
started.
forwarding just a bit.
Well, Cashin
That's
started this whole thing with a vain leap. He hopes to finish it with a vain leap.
Yeah.
Well, no, wait. If you want to end it with a vain leap, that means you have to roll a natural 1.
Well, anyway, he gets a running start and then leaps for the creature and just tries to stab at it.
Very good.
Sneak attack.
Stabby. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a hit for 15. It's still ticking and still doing reasonably good.
And I did land on it, so... Oh, that's a thing. Acrobatics.
So you were trying to jump on it?
Yeah. Jump and then, stab it at the same time.
I would call that about a DC 17. Roll it.
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
What do you know? Okay, so give me your falling damage that you would have taken, and that will be applied to it.
1d6, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. It takes
Not
3
bad.
damage from you crunching into it.
Yeah, so total of 18. Or, yeah, 18.
Yep. Okie doke.
You got a dagger attack too, or no?
No.
No, we got an awful lot of attacks going on there. I'm going to say that the intended leap was an action. Varys?
Varys is going to take his bite claw.
First
20
2
damage.
hit. Yep. 20. Okay, this thing is looking in real bad shape now. It's not healthy at all. Epiphany.
It's a demon.
I'll
Fiend.
just do the second guard attack on it.
So I need a guard.
Two long sword, 1 short sword.
Okay.
Epiphany, despite being terrifying, is not truly built for combat.
He finishes him off. He is done for.
Yeah, Captain Bander, saving the day. He shall now be Commandant Banders.
All right, you guys are officially out of combat. You do not know what happened to Victoro and the other Barb Devil that accompanied him. They disappeared. Whether he was killed at midnight or not, you do not know. But he has disappeared, and when you try to investigate in a few minutes to figure out what's going on, you will find there is a cavern that leads out to, there's a stream that flows back behind the statue, flows out onto the plain, the lower plain in where the farms are. And they have escaped out into the farmlands out there. So, Nokri, give me a hit with your mace, and let's see if we can finish this thing off.
Since I'm using the special mace, I'm just gonna do the regular Warhammer attack, I guess.
Yep.
Not yet attuned.
Yeah, just
Well, no,
I'm still using it
just to
once.
see if she hits it or not is the main thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I still get the extra attack with that, or?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're a fighter.
Yeah.
You have a thing in your hand that you can smack people with.
Yeah, you hit it with the second one, and you had enough on the 8 alone that would have finished off this statue. So it crumbles, and suddenly you can feel this mace in your hand begins to glow, and you can just feel you are like you just know you can defeat the world with this thing. You are officially attuned to this mace.
We are keeping that thing.
And there is, as the statue crumbles, there is like a halo or silhouette or remaining image of the image of Seamorph that remains for just a moment, shimmering in the half darkness of the temple. It shimmers in place where the statue was, and then slowly it dissipates. And as it does, any of you who might have such abilities would feel the evil of this temple evaporate.
Brilliant just nods to himself and he calls out to everyone, "This house is clean."
I'm going to be taking this off quick here because we are way over. So I'm going to kind of end
And
it
there's going to
quick.
be a lot of
We'll
RP
pick
after.
up, yep, we'll pick up all the RP that you guys have because you've got a lot that's going to be going on, and you've still got to get into the Dragon Vault, and you've got all the stuff to close up here at Castle Lantern Manor. So we will say we are off. We'll see you next week. We have had a second successful week with streaming without being disconnected, so hopefully we can keep this up. So Relian, do you have any good words for us tonight before we go off for the evening?
Bye, everybody. Remember, when people tell you something like, you're going to regret that in the morning, just sleep until noon or past it, because then that makes you a problem solver.
Okie doke. And with that, I will wish you all thanks for tuning in. Watch for the video to come up later. Glad you joined us. Good night from Crone's Crucible.
Hashtag worst healer ever.
Good night, all.